Welcome! Welcome all! Welcome young, not too young, obviously this is not for the young. Welcome old! Welcome cool! Welcome not cool! Welcome, oh, you get the point, you get the point. You get the point. Hey, Mark, you said you're going to be there. You said you're going to be there. I don't know if you're there. You said you're in the waiting room. Welcome, it's BZ. Here, in the Neon Doom room again. There's a movie playing up there. Up there. There's a movie playing up there. What's the movie? Can you guess what movie it is? Ho, ho, ho. If you see the monster, the creature in this movie, you're gonna guess, but which movie is it? What movie is this? Figure it out. Tell me. It's BZ in the Neon Doom room for another sterling, fantastic, fantabulous, and entertaining episode of the Doom Vlog. Or as we like to call it, the Doom Vlog, hence the 3 O's. It's been 2 weeks. I don't even know what to talk about. I've been away for 2 weeks. I've had the most hectic 3 weeks, actually, in the lead up to the point we're here. I've been camping just for a weekend. I've been back to work during the week. I've been back down to camp, Christmas camp, pack down camp, bring everybody back from the camp. Back to working in the following week, down to Tassie for 1 weekend, just for the Saturday and the Sunday. It was an amazing short drive around, beautiful place. Left my family down there because I couldn't get leave. Flew back, got delayed. Flew back after midnight, got home really late. Started work at 5 o'clock the next morning, and then we reached here. So it's been 3 weeks of just absolute mentalness. I've got to tell you that I had no energy in the last 2 weeks for the Doom Vlog. Zero energy. I was literally living like a basic human being. I was like a caveman. I would work, I would get home, I would eat, I would sit on the couch, and I would watch TV until I fell asleep, which didn't take long, and then I'd get up and do it all over again the next day. So here I am. Hey, Doom Vlog. Mark going by some dude 936. Wasn't it Fish Destroyer or something last time? I don't know. Yeah. Oh, Sonny. Hi, Sonny. Hi, Sonny. How you going? Sonny, I don't know if you hear swearing, but you may hear swearing. So I don't know if you're allowed to hear swearing, but yeah, there'll be swearing. I'm just giving you that warning, because this is my vlog and I swear on my vlog, and they'll be drinking too. Anyway, I digress. I'm getting distracted. Yeah, so I haven't had any time at all in the last 2 weeks. I'd even say closer to 3 weeks to pay any attention to anything at all, really. I've chucked a few photos on Instagram, but not much else. So I do apologize. So the people that do watch this show, I do apologize. And Mark, I hope you're enjoying Western Australia. I'm sure it's very beautiful over there, you and the family. Now, what was I going to say? Oh, I'm going to introduce Roddy, obviously. Roddy is my camera. You can't see Roddy, but I can see Roddy, and I always see Roddy, and Roddy always sees me. That's the point. No effing worries. Okay, fantastic. Thanks, some dude 936, aka Mark. Roddy is my camera. We call him Rotten Roddy. He has failed me a few times. He earned the moniker Rotten Roddy because of that. And I thought that he was reliable, and he is, to a point. So, Rotten Roddy, welcome to the room. What do we say about Rotten Roddy? We always say he's ever-present, all-knowing, all-seeing, and unjudgmental. I had to remember that. We'll always have the same thing every single week that we talk on the Doom Vlog. Now, I don't know if you guessed the movie yet. It'll take a little bit for it to kick in. You'll probably see it blurry. Look, this is a newer movie. This is closer to 2000. So, copyright, don't know, unsure. We'll figure it out. It's very blurry, though, so that it should, and it's tiny. So, I don't think it'll cause me any issues. But Rotten Roddy does like to sometimes focus on this movie. So, Rotten Roddy... yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I get dinged. I've been dinged one or two times in the past. Thank you, Disney. Disney's dinged me before. Welcome one, welcome all. Look, this is a bit of a scattered Doom vlog. Once again, I will reiterate that I've been not with this planet for the last 2 weeks. I won't get into what I do for a job, but I do something that was actually I do something that requires, when my manager was away, being in charge of a lot of shit, and hence the brain deadness. Yes, so I'm a bit scattered. It's going to be a bit scattered. We will talk about news. We will talk about toys. We will, of course, Of course, we'll fucking talk about physical media. I mean, like, this is the bread and butter. This is the jelly and the jam. No, that's the same thing. That's the jelly and the peanut butter. This is like our the staple. This is the diet that we live on. Is physical media. My microphone seems to be peaking. I don't know if it is peaking or I'm imagining it to be peaking. I hope it's not. But I hope that you can all hear me. Can you hear me?
Can you all hear me?
I hope you can hear me. Let me just ask that again.
Can you all hear me?
Well, I actually know that you can hear me because some dude 936 actually responded, aka Mark, that he could hear me. But I have to do that because I've got it on my computer. Monkey news. There's no monkey news. You keep asking for it, it's not going to happen. Though, then again, I am going to be talking briefly about King Kong, because I've been watching a bit of King Kong and a little bit of Godzilla lately. So that has been very interesting. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you can hear me. I have been messing around with my volume levels because I realize sometimes my music's too loud, my microphone's too soft. Yeah. Anyway, so what we're going to do tonight is we've introduced Rotten Roddy. I've introduced myself. You are welcome to the very, very messy Neon Doom room at the moment. You can't see below this point here, but below this point here, there's boxes and there's bags, and like I've got a big stack. Can I get Rotten Roddy? Can I touch you? Can I touch it? Need your consent there? Let me just turn you around. That's my stack of that's new Blu-rays. That's all new Blu-rays. Did we talk about? Yeah, we did talk about Super Mario's. I've got a Godzilla up there at the moment. I can't move. I got my Super Mario's special edition Blu-ray up there. But that's just some of the Blu-rays I've gotten in the last few months. I've got a whole box, no, a bag down there. Well, I just haven't shelved anything. Lazy as hell. Mostly because all my Blu-rays go on this shelf that I can't show you with Rotten Roddy because I'd have to 360 him and I can't do that. There's no room for him to do that. So yeah, I got a lot of Blu-rays and a lot of physical media, and there's stuff here that I would love to deep dive on, once I start watching them, I will deep dive on them a little bit more. I'd like to even go back to a more, not go back to, like I'll stay with the Doom vlog. It's more of like a late night TV show kind of thing where we get to chat to everyone. But I'd like to do some deep dives on actual physical media because I have a ton of Umbrella releases, not just here, but also down there as well. You've got your Full Moon Fright Box set 1 and 2. I mean, I'm so stoked to be able to get those. And that was all, by the way, with money that we got from working the Astor Film Bazaar. It's still unbelievable that I managed to make so much money off of such a funny old thing called physical media. And this is all from my seconds and movies I didn't want anymore. Didn't buy them to sell them for the most part. But look, movies is our lifeblood. It's what we love. It's like what we love talking about. It's what we collect. It's what we want to hold and treasure forever. And if you're a physical media lover, which a lot of the guys and girls and other people on Instagram that follow me and on YouTube, you adore your collections. You adore your collections and you cop it from people who say, oh, you've watched that. When was the last time you watched that movie? And you can admit, maybe it was like 5-10 years ago. But it's here. It's part of your collection. I can pick it out at any point in time and I can just pick out this Clone Wars and I can watch it because it's mine. No one's going to change it. No one's going to take it off streaming services, which, by the way, I've been noticing lately. Star Trek, Voyager, taken off of Netflix. They just took it off. They took off Next Generation. I called it Generations by accident on Instagram. But Next Generation, gone. Netflix, gone. I got no like serialized sci-fi opera stuff to watch on Netflix at the moment because that was my lazy watching. It's what I get home from work and I want to just watch something that's easy to watch. And that's from my childhood as well, or my younger years. But this is what we love. We love our physical media because it's part of who we are. You can see my lit up display case over here with my toys and my VHS tapes and my DVDs, and you can see the ones behind me here as well. We love this stuff. We live in this world, and it's so important that we share this as a community. If you're a collector and you're not interacting with other people in your community, there are other people that you can interact with out there. You got Instagram, you got Twitter X, you've got like tons of other places you can jump on. You got Discord. There's just heaps and heaps of options. Even Facebook, if that's your thing. Facebook's really just a contact point for me. But yeah, here we are. Here we are in my little slice of heaven. Very messy heaven. Like I said, everything's all over the floor. I am working on this room bit by bit. Got more shelves building in here that I'm going to finish off, and a little shelf thing. And then I'm pretty close to being done in this corner, but the display thing needs to be fixed. I've got a whole Mad Max thing going on up here very, very soon. It's going to be a whole Mad Max cars, Mad Max figures, all up here. But I just have to build stuff, and I don't get time to build stuff. All right, let's stop ranting. Let's stop ranting, even though I like a good rant. Oh my God, do I like a good rant? Goodness gracious me. All right, so I think we need to move on to a segment. Now, before we can start any segments, before we can start a single segment, we need to have a drink. Now, I know I just had an energy drink right there, but we need to have a drink that's, you know, it's like Mad Max, kicker in the guts, Barry. We need a drink that's going to kick me in the guts, Barry. So let's go ahead and find my little thing here, and let's have a bit of a delayed drop back into Roddy Cam, but let's have a beer. Now, I actually, I bought some beer when I was in Tassie. I bought a beer because I wanted on my first night, well, my only night really there, to have a drink with my wife and hang out in this little cabin thing we're at. And I got a bit overzealous. I bought 4 drinks. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I'd be able to drink them there, and she had one and I had one, and then there was 2 left over. Yes, the best part. Thank you. It is the best part. I know, Mark. Netflix removing it. This is just a sign of the times, man. It's a sign of the times. The problem is here, once again, I could lead into another rant, and I don't want to get into too much of a rant early on, is that this whole thing of having, you know, the rights to distribute or play a movie or a series or whatever, a television, this is why physical media wins. But I mean, look, it does mean I have to, if I want to watch things whenever I want, I have to purchase them. I have to save the money. I have to have the money, to work towards the money to buy. That means I have to buy Star Trek Voyager. It means I have to buy 7 seasons. Is that 7 or 8 or 9 seasons of Star Trek Voyager? Now, because now it's not streamed anyway. You're paying money to these people, and they just take things away. Same with Spotify, with music, and Apple Music occasionally. Many times in the past, Apple Music has let me down. Taken off an album, put it back, and then it's gone into grey mode where you can't play it, but you can see it. Oh, it just fix the problem. Either stream it, give people what they want, I mean, how much money do you make? Pay the rights. Pay the rights for the rights to play the movies and TV shows and let people watch them. None of this like, oh, we've only got this many on our slate, we're going to take this off of our slate, we're going to put it back on in 2 years' time. No. You're just fucking around with me now. I'm not paying you to decide what I like. I'm telling you what I like. People on Netflix and Disney Plus and Hulu and whatever else you're into, we're telling you what we like by watching it. You taking it off because it suits you does not suit the consumer, and that's just one small part of the huge problem. And I could go on about this forever until the cows come home, but I'm not going to. Let's get on to beer, and maybe I will buy Star Trek Voyager when I get a chance to. On my TV here is playing Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty, small doses. Mind-bending. But look, it's just playing. I'm not going to look at it. And we do have, even though I haven't been playing it a lot, we do have a fireplace playing right over there. It looks a bit, that's not what I'm watching right now, but it looks a bit like this. My CRT TV. Looks a little bit like that. It's nice and cozy in here. It was a bit cold in here earlier on, actually, but my body heat has warmed it up. So let's get on to beer. I'm talking too much. All right, hang on a second. I'm going to put you on. Just, I don't know. We're going to Morty, I'm going to put you on, Morty. I'm going to put you on. What can I put you on? Can I put you on that one? I'll just put you on that screen. Hang on a second. Hang on a second, Rooney. Getting out my glass. It's been chilled. Getting out my beer. Here it comes. Gonna sit down. Pretty much right now. Gonna get ready. Back on. All right, where's Roddy? Roddy, where are you, Roddy? Oh, there you are. Okay. Now, let's talk about beer in our glass today. Now, let's talk about our glass first. Our glass will be my infamous Hard Rock Cafe. I think it's a schooner. I think it's a little bit over a schooner mark in summer with all the fires. Wow, you're a brave man. No, it's not warm here. It's not very warm here. It's not very warm here. This is my Hard Rock Cafe schooner. It can't be a pint. Mark, tell me, is this? It's a teardrop, but is it a schooner or is it a pint? Because I think it is more like a schooner. That's what I think. But you get a bit more at the top of it. I don't know why. But anyway, it's my Hard Rock Cafe schooner teardrop glass that says fuck it on it. My favorite motto. When shit gets hard, fuck it. Now, I know it's Phuket. Okay? I know it's Phuket. But I call it my fuck it glass. All right. So we've got this. It's a little bit chilled, as you can see. Everybody can see it's a little bit chilled. Now we're going to show you the beer. I'm going to show you oh my God, there's a naked old lady on Rick and Morty. That was disturbing. All right, so actually pretty much all of Rick and Morty's fairly disturbing, to be honest. All right, so the beer I've got here is one of the rare ones where I bought it. I don't know whether it was on. No, I didn't. I paid full price for it. That's right. I bought it for full price. I think it was about $6 or $7. And it is a cultured beer. So it's from Shambles Brewery in Hobart, Tasmania, because I asked for a local beer. And it's called Shambles Brewery's American IPA Dances with Hops. Says American IPA. Oops, I'm turning it the wrong way. That it ain't a fucking pint. No, it looks too small for a pint, but it looks too big to me for a schooner. So you've got Shambles Brewery from Hobart, Tasmania, which is fantastic. Look at this thing. I don't know culturally if that's a bad thing that they've got that on there, because this looks very American. It looks very native. No, American Indian. I think, is it terminology American Indian? I think it is. Or is it Native American? Maybe it's Native American. Maybe I'm putting my foot in everything tonight. American IPA made in Hobart, Tasmania, or Tassie. All right, Roddy, fuck it. Just fucking focus, Roddy. Okay, so now we've got here. This is why I bought it, and I was like, oh, good. It's got the right amount of alcohol volume. Let's check out that alcohol volume. Holy schmoly. Holy schmoly, 6.4% alcohol volume. This is the kind of thing that I would like to find more often. But to be honest, I am stingy as fuck, and I do not like spending $8 on one beer. But this, I guess, what you got to do. I'm always looking in the clearance bins for like stuff that people maybe don't buy so much. But I got a good one. I got a good one from Hobart, even though I bought it in Launceston. That's where I was. I was in Launceston. Very pretty down there. I really liked being there, but I was only there for 2 days. We're going to crack it open. Apparently, it's very hoppy. I was told that it's a very nice beer. It's strong, not alcohol forward, but very hoppy. Now, we're not going to go on Beer Advocate, but we are going to have some beer can ASMR. Woo, that is very hoppy. Very, very hoppy. It's got that, if you have craft beers, you'll know that when you have the ones that are really kind of got a real strong taste to them, I can't explain what I'm trying to explain. That they're great to drink, but about halfway through, you don't know whether to keep drinking or not, just because of the taste alone. It can be like a little bit too strong. Not strong in alcohol, but strong in hop taste. But I had one in Tassie. There was another brand I bought there. I can't remember what it was called for the life of me. Was it called something cow? Fat cow? Something like that. That was very, very hoppy, actually, to the point where it was like, oh, I had to have a bit of a gasp between each drink. But let's pour it into our Hard Rock Cafe bucket schooner. I'm going to call it a schooner. Last time I tried to pour this over my keyboard, it went all over the floor. Oh, I like it when it reaches the top of the glass. Will you reach the top of the glass? Bit scared. Look at the head on that. Smells amazing though. All right, I'll have a little bit left over. That head's going to have to go down. That is very, 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 very tall. Did a very, very poor job of pouring that. I did a poor job. Come on, that head's not going to go down, is it? Do I have to drink through the head? I don't want to drink through the head. Let's let that settle for a second. Just for a little second. We're going to let that settle. Let that settle. All right, so I need to change my screens because I've got the news up. Don't know about the news tonight, guys. I don't know about it. I don't know what to make of it. I honestly don't. We're gonna have some agreements, disagreements, maybe, about the news. I don't know. It is Disney related, just in case there's anybody that's triggered by that. Yeah, we'll talk about it in a minute. I just want that head to go down. Oh, it is going down. It is going down. Come on. I haven't been doing a lot of op shopping, though I did a little bit, enough for some wins. I got some wins op shopping, so we'll talk about that in Let's Get Physical Media. There we go. We managed to get the whole can in there, empty, but we're going to give you a recommendation in a minute. All right, come on. Come on. This head can go down a little bit more. So we are losing the head on that, so that's good. Maybe I should try. Oh, it's very hoppy. Wow. That's probably, I stand corrected, the fat cow or whatever that one was, the brown cow, moo cow. That one was hoppy. This one's actually even hoppier. It's very nice. Beautiful beer. It's that hop taste. It's not alcohol forward like the guy in the Dan Murphy said to me. I was like, I'm a bit concerned it's a bit alcohol forward. It's not alcohol forward, but it is very strong with the hops. So if you don't like a strong hop taste, you might not like it. And he was right. It's very hoppy. Very, like, that is a predominant taste I'm tasting right now, is the hops. Maybe it'll ease up when I've had a bit more. Are you having a drink, Mark? Are you joining me for a drink? Is anyone joining me for a drink? We got 2 watchers at the moment. Thank you for joining. 2 watchers. Anybody else joining me for a drink? Oh, down to 1 live viewer. We've dropped down to 1. That's okay. Are you joining me for a drink, Mark? That is the question of the moment. I need to learn to keep bringing my microphone forward, because I don't want to drink alone. Though, don't test me. Don't challenge me. I will drink alone and have done so on many do vlogs. But if you have a drink with me, that would be good. Very nice. I'm a bit worried about knocking these over. All right. Now I think we can move on to another episode of...
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
Oh, sorry, that was the wrong thing. Drink, 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 drink. Oh, what? Some dude has turned into Mark McBride 5531. Do you realize some dude 936 is my #1 fan and Mark McBride 5531 is my second most highest fan on here? That's what it's saying. Are you drinking, Mark? I'm guessing that you're drinking. Let me just do a cheers to those who are drinking tonight. Cheers. And many merry, pleasant physical media finds for you. And if you don't collect physical media, that's completely fine. We do not judge. But I hope that everything that you seek is yours. That's my cheers. And because I don't really believe in New Year's resolutions, my New Year's resolution is have a good life, be a good person. That's all I care about. Have a good life, be a good person. Don't care what you believe in, don't care what you do with your life, don't care how many things you want, how many things you need, how you're going to get them. Just do it by having a good life and being a good person. Cheers. Okay, now that I've rambled, Mr. Mark McBride 5531, thank you for joining me for a drink. We're going to talk about let's get physical media because we're going to talk about physical media. We talk about physical media because this channel is all about physical media. What's up here? Have you guessed? Have you guessed? Can you see? Look, tanks. Oh, this is a good part. There's tanks. Things are happening. Roddy's decided not to focus on me right now. Come on, Roddy. Focus, Roddy. Focus. There we go. I think he's focusing on me. I need to be more in the center. I think my problem is I've moved the camera in a weird way. I think that could be a bit better. Central. Central is good. Let's go on to let's get physical media.
Let's get physical media. I wanna get physical media. Let me hear your movies talk.
Let me hear your movies talk. I don't know, you know, Mark said the drink part's your favorite. The drink part's your favorite, but you could drink anywhere, man. You could drink Le Pub. You were at Le Pub tonight. Oh. How come you're responding on both Mark McBride 5531 and some dude 936? How is that even possible? Have you split atoms and become two Marks? That's like Multiplicity. Anybody remember Multiplicity with Michael Keaton? That's actually a really underrated movie. That is a very funny movie. If you haven't watched Multiplicity with Michael Keaton, which I only just managed to find like maybe a year ago on DVD, unfortunately. Good movie. You should watch it. So maybe there's two Marks out there, Mark. Mark and Mark. Mark, eh? Mork. You can be Mork and Mark. It's like Mork and Mindy. Well, what are you drinking? Tell me what you're drinking. Actually, I should have asked this earlier. What are you drinking, Mark or Mork? Which Mark I'm talking to. What are you drinking tonight? Had a couple O drinks. Hick. Yes, well, what drinks you... Yes. Yes is my favorite answer to a open question is yes. Yes. Tell me what you're drinking, Mark. Come on, man. I know you're in WA and you got like super fun, awesome WA times going on there, but you need to tell me what you're drinking. By the way, I'm on leave at the moment. If anyone hadn't already figured that out, I'm actually on annual leave. It's only 4 days plus the weekend. It's all I could scrape up between everyone else's needs and wants and desires in the leave department, but I'm actually still very happy. That's why I'm here tonight on a Tuesday night. Still very happy to be not working. What are you drinking, Mark? I require an answer. Is it Guinness? I'm going to guess it's either Guinness or is it what's that? I always forget the name of the other beer. McKenna. Tell me. Is it Guinness or is it your Kilkenny? Kilkenny? Is it Kilkenny? It sounds like South Park. They're Kilkenny. On the Shandies. Well, you're a little bit fancy tonight, my friend. A little bit fancy. Do you remember Black and Tans back in the 90s? Do you remember you lived in Sydney in the 90s? Do you remember Black and Tans at the pub? The dark and the light beer mixed together. Do you remember them? I used to love them. Holy shit. That was when beers were like $2.50. You get yourself a schooner of anything for about $2.50. In dirty, grimy Sydney, where I used to work and live for a little bit. Hang on, let me just fix this TV. Have you guessed the movie? You'll be able to guess the movie. Can you guess the movie? Sonny's on Cooper's Red. 0% or there's a percent? Sonny, is there a percent? Come on, man. You can tell me. You can tell me. You just... No, I don't want this to asking and later play without asking. Okay. Just keep playing. All right. Oh, yes, I should actually... Let's just do these first. And then we'll do these. I think I'm going to move you out of the way. And that's another one I've got to move out of the way. And that's a nest. Well, that really is a nest. Get an insight into my life. That can leave. I don't think there's anything heavy in that. But then we can deal with that. Oh, and the bag just ripped. That's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. All right, let's not give away everything all at once. Let's not show our hand to the dealer. Yet. Not just yet. Sonny's on Cooper's Red. Good on you, Sonny. How old is he now? He'd be like 25, right? Sonny? You're 25 now? Driving a Ferrari? No? Okay. All right, so we're going to go into our physical media portion of the evening before I start making a fool of myself, which is perfectly fine. I don't give a shit. I don't give two shits, actually. This is my channel. I'll do what I want to. You want to be number one again? You want to be number one again? Well, you can be. Well, yeah, that's true. You can probably see that. You can see it. Well, just try harder. Just try. Communicate more in the chat. Answer my questions. Specifically, answer my questions. And you'll, I don't know, you can fight with your dad. Who's number one? And who's number two? Now, these first four actually turned out to be a little bit of gold, to be honest, because these happened today. My wife was in wherever she was. I can't remember where she was. And she was like, oh, I'm in an op shop. Do you want me to show you what's there? And do you want anything? And I don't trust my wife when it goes to op shops. He's 45. He's not driving till he's 50. Well, that's a bit strict, man. It's a little bit strict. By the time he learns to drive at 50, he's going to be part of the, nearly at the part of the compulsory medical checkups before driving. So you'll get your license and you'll be straight into the doctors to see if you can actually see. Or you've got the comprehension to drive. Because that's the new rules, right? When you're like 60 or 65 or whatever. My wife was in an op shop, and what she normally does, this is her MO, and I love my wife, so this isn't me slagging her off. She goes to an op shop, and what she normally does is she goes, hey, she sends me a text message, hey, I'm in an op shop, do you want anything? She sends me a photo, I have to zoom in on it, and I have to scroll through each thing that she sent me, and I pick one or two or three things off of the photo, and then I send her a message back saying, I'll have that one and that one and that one. Then she goes, no, I've already left the store. I've already gone. And I try and speed up every time. I try and speed up. I'm like, because she's going to leave any second. She's not even going to wait. And I scroll through and I'll be like, oh, just the horror one and this one and that. No, I've already left. Every time. I am not a number. I am a free man. That was from The Prisoner. And it was also from Iron Maiden's song, The Prisoner. Wasn't it their song, The Prisoner, as well? Mark doesn't like Iron Maiden. Such a shame, Mark. I had such high hopes for you. But yeah, it's from The Prisoner. Very old black and white. Oh, is it black and white color now? I don't remember. And also from Iron Man's. I'm me, and random dude is Mark. That couldn't be more confusing. So you're Sonny, you're Mark, and random dude. Wait a minute. Mark McBride is Sonny, and random dude is Mark. Don't do that. That's not good. That's not good for anyone's mental health. Not whatsoever. Yeah, and that's just wrong, man. You're going against the course of nature. You're like, oh, well, tonight I'm Mark, and my dad is some dude. He's just some dude. 936. But you are Mark McBride, 5531. That's a lot of Mark McBrides. The Prisoner, yes. You've been to that village. Oh, I'm surprised you made it out. You get my joke. Yeah, so my wife went to the store today and she said, I'm in an op shop. I'm in an op shop. Do you want anything? I'm like, I do not trust you, and I do not want to go through this again ever. So I don't want to do this anymore. You always leave before I can respond. She just laughed at me. And then she suddenly had me on FaceTime. She went from call, it's what she does. She goes from call to FaceTime. So I get a FaceTime call in the middle of her call. I answer it, and she's holding her phone over the DVDs. It's only DVDs. She's holding her phone over the DVDs, and she's going, I'll show them to you. And I went, okay. And she went, I've reached, I'm like, slow down. I can scroll fast, but just slow down. She's slowing down. I'm like, no. And I'm going down, and she's getting faster and faster. And at the end, I just went, just give me the last 3 rows there. And she came up with something that I've already had. And I have it on Blu-ray, but I gave the trilogy to a mate of mine. And then I just went, I just really like this movie. So I said, can I have that one movie? Because it'd be good to have that back in the collection just by itself. And that movie was, of course, one of my favorite movies. And that would be Mad Max 2, also known, aka George Miller's Mad Max 2, aka The Road Warrior. This movie is like, I love Mad Max. I love all of them. Number 3 is not really high on my list of movies to love, but it has elements that I really like. But number 1 and 2 I really love. But this Road Warrior or Mad Max 2 is one of my favorites. I've owned all 3. I had the special edition of the first one with the little booklet. I gave that to a buddy of mine. Richard's got the 3 of them. Because I put them on Blu-ray. I'm like, oh, what am I doing? I'm taking up more space. But I can't say no to Mad Max. Oh, and I just realised the back's ripped. That's okay. No problems. I actually wanted to re-sleeve this anyway and make a new cover for it. Because I'm not as precious about it. But if you look at this cover, and it was only... She paid $2 for it. And look, it's ripped at the back. I'm going to make a cover for it. I'd like a real stylized cover. I don't know when I'll do it or how I'll do it. I'll figure it out. I want a nicer cover than this. But if you look at the cover, I'm going to distract you for a second. Look at the cover. I want you to tell me something. What do you notice about this cover that does not make this Mad Max 2 or The Road Warrior? Have a look at the cover. Can you guess? For all of you watching at home, as replay crew tomorrow, when this is already been and gone, and it's not a live stream anymore, what about this cover makes this not Mad Max 2 and not The Road Warrior? It's right in front of you. Can you guess what it is? I'm going to give you 20 seconds. I've got my watch open here. Yeah, 20 seconds. You got 20 seconds to tell me. What makes this not the image from Mad Max 2? We're down to 10 seconds. What makes it not the image from Mad Max 2? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to tell you. Because this image on the front cover of our release in Australia of Mad Max 2 is... Oh, did he? Really? The man who lived next to your Montserrat studio did the voiceover to Mad Max 2. So he did the Warrior Max, the Loner Max, that voice. I'm going to tell you what it is. This Mad Max on the front cover, Max himself, Mr. Max Rokitansky, this Mad Max on the cover is the Mad Max from Beyond Thunderdome. Look at his hair. Look at his undershirt that goes with his jacket. Look at his, it's not a Luger. What was that? What kind of pistol was that called? Was it a Luger? No, Luger was World War II. I can't remember the name of that pistol, but I do know it, so I'm really ashamed to say I don't remember it right now. But that pistol, the way his leather jacket's been worn out, his shotgun, his hair, how grey it is and how brown he is, and also his undershirt. And that particular pistol there, which I know the name of, and I just, for some reason, it's the alcohol. I don't remember it. And his belt's worn as well. This is his... No, this is when he gets his hair cut. He has a mullet in Thunderdome till he gets his hair cut. He gets his hair cut. This is mad. This is Max Rokitansky from Beyond Thunderdome. 100%. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you why I'm right. Okay? I don't know if it's blowing your mind or not. It's not meant to, but it's just proving a point here. Let me just show you something. Hang on. I want to take a second. Let's bring it here. Mad Max. Oh, my table is so small, it's hard to look over my microphone. Max Beyond Thunderdome. Wow, that is so bright. All right, let me get an image. Go to images. Thank you. Which image should I use? Hang on a second. You said just before on the thing on bit, you said that Sonny's drinking Cooper's Red. What are you drinking, Mark? You haven't told me what you're drinking. You're avoiding my question. Let me find an image that shows you that it's actually, because I'll show you. This is what you remember from Mad Max 3. Let me just go to desktop screen. That's what you remember. You remember this. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. This. Let's go magnify. That's what you remember. You remember that. Yes, he did have long hair. He did have long hair. But look, see this pistol here? Can you see my mouse pointer? See the pistol there? Which is a... Far out. What is that pistol? When is it midnight? Snack time. Snack time is any time, man. You having some Irish salad? I got some Irish salad in my bag over here. Midnight snack time. What is it? New Year's Eve for snacks? I don't know what you're talking about here. That pistol is a... Oh my God. It's going to bother me. I've got a little kid's version of that pistol. Like a really cheap kind of rattle gun thing. But look at the picture of him. Look at him here with his grey hair and his long hair. That's the way he looked early on. But then we go. Let's get out of here. I don't want this image. I'm trying to find you the image of Matt. Look at this image here where he's with the kids, because the kids shave his head. The kids shave his head. And then let's go back to, can you see I'm down here. Can you see me down here? Tell me what booze you're drinking, some dude 936, aka Mark McBride. Look at the image in the little corner here where I am. I'm down here. Hello. I'm down here. This is Mad Max 2. Mad Max 2. This is our DVD. This is an old version of our DVD. Look at that. Let me enlarge. Did I enlarge the image? Can I make it bigger? Enlarge, magnify. There we go. Magnify. Look. Yes. See? His uniform's worn out. He's got that black undershirt. He didn't have a black undershirt before. His hair's the same style. He's brown, like he's been out in the sun for too long. Same pauldron on his shoulder. This is from... Yep. This is classic distribution company. This is, hey, we want people to see the cover look like this because we're going to sell more copies if we make it sell like this. Have we got a good photo of Max? Yeah, let's use the one from Thunderdome. It looks better. No one... Well, maybe people mentioned it. Maybe people picked up on it. But I'm telling you straight up that that's the same image. It's him. His black undershirt, his worn out top, that pauldron that he's wearing that on his shoulder, which I don't think was his original pauldron from Mad Max. Can we get a little bit of a better shot? We like to talk movies. Yeah, we've seen that one. You can see what I can see at the moment. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's magnify it. It's a crappy image, but let's magnify it. Magnify. Oh, he's got his jacket off there, doesn't he? That doesn't really help me much. Because I think he loses all of those when he's fighting. I mean, some cool vehicles in Thunderdome. There's a lot of cool things about Thunderdome, but Tina Turner is not one of them. I'm sorry, but enjoyable to a point. She was a good arch villain to a point, but for the most part, you know, there's that thing of like, oh, we need to chuck a big star in a movie. That's what we need. We need Jack Black in The Mandalorian. Yeah, so in Mad Max 2, your question, Mark, as some dude 936, let's have a look at Mad Max 2. Let's have a look at Mad Max 2. We'll go back to here. We'll go back to Mad Max The Road Warrior, arguably one of my favorite films ever. The Road Warrior. Look, let's just show you some images. Images from The Road Warrior. Sorry, you're seeing this in live. I would usually do this behind the scenes. So in The Road Warrior, you've got that classic image. His shirt is barely existing in this. Let's go more tools, magnify, and have a look. It's not the same. He's younger, so he doesn't have, he has a little slice of grey on one side, but not two sides of grey. His pauldron is very different. His jacket is very different. His jacket's not as worn. His jacket, in fact, in this one is a full jacket. I'm confused by the zombies. Zombies were overpowered. Yeah, but you can tell a difference. Oh, 28 years later the other day. Okay. Do you know what? It was 28 days, 28 weeks, and 28 years. Now, I haven't even watched 28 years later. 28 weeks later. That has Bigby in it. What's his freaking name? I always forget his name. Oh, really? You like the action in it? Some people were complaining about it. Some people were complaining it was too, like, intelligent. It was meant to be too brainy. But the footage I saw looked amazing, so I'll get around to it eventually. I've still only got number 1. Oh, no, I do have number 2 on DVD somewhere, but I don't have 2 on Blu-ray. I have 1 on Blu-ray, and I have nothing else on Blu-ray. And I definitely haven't seen Robert Carlyle. Thank you. Thank you. His name always, for some reason, always eludes me. Like, I'll say his name throughout the week, or randomly remember his name when I'm at home. And I'll be thinking of movies. And I'm like, oh, yeah, Robert Carlyle is really good in that movie. And then I go to do a live stream, and I can't remember the fucking his name is. It just, I remember Robert, and then I won't remember his surname. And he's been in other good movies that I really, really like as well, which I think if you were back in the day, you were watching. I've got an original copy of it too. The Highway Robber one. I see I'm drinking now, so I'm forgetting things. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It was set in England. Yeah, well, wasn't it all set in England? It was all set in England. Set in London. And ironically, if you like gorillas, which I do, I'm a huge, massive fan of gorillas, that, you know, the first movie where he comes out of the hospital and he is wandering around empty streets and he calls out, hello, hello. That's actually used as a sample in the Gorillaz' very first album. And I don't remember which track, though. I'd have to delve into which track it was. But I remembered it. See you, Jimmy. See you, Jimmy. I loved him as Bigby, though, in Trainspotting. He's a real nasty piece of work in that movie. But yeah, he's not his voice. The main character's voice in the very first movie where he calls out hello is used in Gorillaz, one of their tracks. Clint Eastwood, maybe? No, I'd have to remember. I'd have to remember which track it was. But there you go, Mad Max Road Warrior. One of my favorite movies of all time. A very depressing movie, actually. One of them. Let me go back to Roddy Cam. I'm not on Roddy Cam. Same beginning. I think you'll find a lot of movies have a very similar beginning. And Day of the Triffids, by the way, is a absolutely fantastic movie. If you haven't seen Day of the Triffids, you really should get out there and grab a copy or try to find someone to stream it from, because Day of the Triffids is one of my highest ranking films. I mean, I'm not a subscriber to sort of saying, you know, my top 5 or my top 10 or my top 50 or whatever, but I would put it in my top 50 films pretty easily. Pretty easily, I'd put it. It's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. That and the original precursor to The Thing from Another World, or The Thing from Another Planet, I think it's The Thing from Another World, is a terrifying film, even though it is in black and white, and you don't, for the most part, get to see the monster in it in its full form. Those older movies they did a great job of holding back and not showing you the monster, maybe until the right time even. Like Day of the Triffids is terrifying. I mean, those that are not blind are still trying to navigate their way around the world, but those that are blind, that fall into the trap of seeing the Triffids, terrifying, absolutely terrifying. And those people that are holed up in the lighthouse, if I'm remembering correctly, it has been some time since I've seen it. And they're banging on the door and all that stuff. It's amazing. It's an amazing movie. So look, all these films, they all borrow from each other. And that's part of the zeitgeist of film, is that there's never truly one film that's original. A lot of films, they borrow motifs and ideas and like scenes and sections and dialogue and ways of acting from other movies. That's always been like that. When we talk about like how a movie is like another movie, or a movie is like, oh, it's a rip off of another movie, that's a really complicated statement, because some movies are full rip offs of other movies. It's just that they changed the story around and they tried to use the magic of that film to get their film through. Then there are films that are influenced by, or, you know, inspired by other movies, and that's just film. That's just film. That's why film works. I mean, after Mad Max, how many movies were made to be like Mad Max? Like tons of them. You know, there are tons. There's the Italian Mad Max post-apocalyptic movies that are all half Mad Max, half something else. You know, with their pristine white vehicles with glass bubbles that who knows what factory in the world could manufacture in a post-apocalyptic society. But they wanted to be like Mad Max. And it is just what it is, you know. Hey, Jimmy. Mark. What's he drinking? You said shandy, didn't you? No, you did say shandy. You did say shandy. Sorry, let me just go back. I'm looking at the chat. I stand corrected. I'm on the shandies. I apologize, Mark. I apologize, because that made me remember Black and Tans. I apologize. It's official. It's on the Doom vlog. I apologize. I should have remembered. There's a book called Blindness by Jose Saramago, very similar to, okay, DOT, one Pulitzer Prize for literature. Oh, Day of the Triffids. Oh, right, Day of the Triffids. Yeah, one by Pulitzer. What's it called? It's called Blindness. You know, was that the what was that movie called? I'd never seen it, but Bird Box. I think it's Bird Box, where if you allow your sight, like you keep your eyes open and you don't cover your eyes, that whatever is infecting everyone makes you lose your mind and get killed, or you kill other people, or whatever the case might be. And then the mother in that, who is played by Drinking Nothing of Nowhere. I don't know what that is. Is that a beer? But yeah, Bird Box, where the mother covers her eyes and covers her kid's eyes, and you have to navigate the world blind so you don't lose your mind and kill people or get killed by people. That's terrifying. That is absolutely fucking terrifying. The idea that taking away something so essential as your sight, whether it's because you're blinded by something. Sandra Bullock, that's correct, yeah. Bird Box, that's right. So I got the name right, but I couldn't remember the name of the person. Yeah, Sandra Bullock. Oh, it's an Aldi beer. Nothing of Nowhere. It seems really familiar. I wonder if I've drunk it before. Yeah, so I mean, Bird Box is terrifying to me. When you're at your most frail. Also, what's that other movie with sound? Which is I was going to buy the collection, but I didn't end up buying it. Where if you make a sound, creatures find you. Like, I mean, just anything like that. Like, if you're blind, if you've lost your sight, if you make sound, if you make noise, you have to live in silence. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. The idea that you're at your weakest, and that if you're at your weakest, if you lose sight of how strong you are or what your weaknesses are, you can die, or your family can die, your baby can die, your child can die, your dog can die. Oh, North of Nowhere. Wait a minute. Is that the no North of Nowhere? Yeah, North of Nowhere. Sorry, I thought you said nowhere. Nothing of nowhere. North of Nowhere. Yeah, North of Nowhere is good. It's a good beer, actually. It's not too bad. I think it's only 4.5% maybe. It's enough. Like if you have a couple of them, you'll be all right. Usually it takes me about 6 beers to get, well and truly on my way. Yeah, it's a good beer. It's a very nice beer. This beer is better because it's 6.2% alcohol. And I haven't drunk it all, which will get me very lippy in a minute. What does that mean? Mark H. Chewin probably means good beer. A Quiet Place. Thank you. Yes, that's the name of it. A Quiet Place. I was going to buy the collection. I don't want to go like halfway with these things, but I didn't get around to it. Yeah, the idea, it's terrifying. It's terrifying to me. Any time that when you are taken, you have something taken away from you. So sight, sound, I don't know, being able to walk, being able to touch anything, being able to, like anything that involves a weakness, which is part of being human. A lot of pirate life. I really don't like pirate life. I've turned off pirate life. I'm anti-pirate life, Mark. And if you like it, all the more to you. Because does it mean a quiet place in Irish, does it? I knew it meant something in Irish. I often wonder, I should ask you one day in person how much Irish you actually speak, because you grew up there, I'm assuming a lot, if not all of it. But you do say a lot of different things in Irish in chat or in text, even text message, and I don't know what they mean. But you always explain yourself, so I can, mad respect. What was I saying? So yeah, like ultimately, yes. I love it when I ask a question, a multifaceted question, and my answer is yes. Oh yes, you do speak all of it, Irish. Okay, cool. Because I know German, a little bit Lithuanian, some words in Greek, but I don't speak any of those as a full language. I can sort of understand conversations in some of them, but I don't know the deeper stuff, and I'm not able to fully respond as a sentence. You speak more Irish than English? Well, that would make it I've never seen you do that when we've been drinking together. I guess, well, I'll have to get you well and truly drunk one day and see if you end up speaking to me in Irish and not Scottish. Like the many, you dos we can't. I know. You know what? I've got to stop trying to speak. It's naturally part of my way of talking that when I drink a bit, I start going a bit Scottish, a bit Welsh, because I had a Welsh blacksmith master that was teaching me as a young fella, as a traditional blacksmithy. And I just want to go into that language style because I love it and I watch it in so many movies, but I never ever want to offend anyone. So if anyone's offended, I'm really sorry, but I'm probably going to do it again. Me ma's new caravan. You like dags? It's not doogs, it's dags. You like dags? What? Dags? Oh, dogs. Do I like dogs? Yeah, I like dogs. Lock, stock, and two smoking. No, that wasn't lock, stock. That wasn't lock, stock. That was. Oh, and that was another one that I can't remember because I'm drinking. Scottish, Irish, and Welsh, all Celtic languages. Yeah. See, the thing is, right, I do have a caveat to that, and I've completely digressed. I've talked about one movie. I haven't gone fully deep into all of this stuff, but my mother's side, we got Lithuanian. I've got Lithuanian, I've got some German because my Lithuanian family splits and it goes into the Schneiders or the Schneider brothers. It sounds like a used electronic shop. The Schneider brothers, Snatch, thank you. The Schneider brothers, and I've been to the land and seen the partially burned down giant barn that got burned down in the Second World War. This goes from Lithuanian. There's a man. I can't tell you my surname because I'm on YouTube. But the Schneider brothers, it goes back to the Schneider brothers, so the German side. And then my father's side is very Australian. I won't tell you the name that I was born with, that I changed. It's a very English name. So UK name. And then if I go back into England, some of my family, closer family, they've had their DNA tests, and their DNA tests have Irish, Scottish, and a few other people. So I am fairly certain if I do a DNA test that I've got some Irish, I'm probably like 1%, some Scottish, probably 1%, and English, probably like 15% in me. So there's somewhere in there that I justify being able to say things in Scottish, Welsh, Irish, and a bit of UK. And that's me just saying I'm a dickhead and I like to use that accent. Is that okay with you? Because like I said, I'm going to do it again. Just give me a second here, because we've only covered Mad Max 2, which is actually the Mad Max from Mad Max Thunderdome. But I have 3 more movies. Let me just do these 3 first, and then I'm going to have a bio break. I need to go to the toilet. Told you I'd do it again. Then we're going to have another beer. My wife found the Mad Max 2, and I said, yes, please, I'll have that, because I don't have it anymore, and I just wanted to have it with my Blu-ray one and my DVD, my VHS tape, which I've got up here. Yeah, look, to be honest, I've gone by my nieces. My brother's kids had their DNA tested, and they had like 6 or 7% Irish, some percentage in Scottish, and I think some English in there as well. But theirs is a bit muddied with another side of the family as well, which I think their side of the family is more Scottish, goes back to Scottish. So yeah, maybe I should. I'm just a bit hesitant to pass my DNA to the world. But my wife also picked up Beyond Mad Max 2 on my behalf. She goes, what about these? And I said, well, there's 3 of them, so just get them, because it was like $5 for 3. But this is where the gold is. Is it hard to find Is it hard to find Mad Max 2? Do you want it on DVD? You can have my copy. Do you want my copy, Mark? I mean, Sonny. You could probably find Mad Max 2 on maybe Umbrella, because Umbrella does Broly. Broly is their streaming service. And I'm happy to promote it because I love Umbrella Entertainment. I don't care about like them doing some kind of payment scheme with me or anything. Broly has a TV service where it's like there's ads, but you can watch all of the stuff that you can watch. You can watch all of the like Full Moon collection, everything I've collected here in box sets. You can watch on Umbrella, any Umbrella releases. It's just that there's ads. It's free. Mark, you can sign up. Sign up, Mark. It's just an email, password. You should totally do it. You should 100% do it. Umbrella, I hope you're watching. I'm spooking you. You should totally do it because it's awesome. All you do is watch a few ads and you got all these like cult films. Also, you could go, where's my phone? Another streaming service, which you should already have. I would assume you would have it. I got Broly. Oh, Tubi. You got Tubi? Yeah, well, you should watch Mad Max. And you know what? I actually even like the new movies. I know there's not really any Mad Max in the new Mad Max movies. Yeah, Archie, that's right. Brett Whiteley's daughter, Archie, is in Mad Max 2. You've said it before, and you have said it before. Actually, you know what? This beer's getting into my bladder. Can you hold for like 3 minutes? You're number 1. Yay, you're number 1. I'm going to put you on hold for a second. I'm going to put you on... What can I put you on? Let me put you on this. This will make you laugh. Ready, steady, go. I'm going to go to the toilet and come back. Hang on. No, not this one. Oh, man, that's not the one that was going to make you laugh. No, it's not that one either. Damn it, I had a funny photo. I'll just put you on this one. Yeah, you should watch stuff on Tubi. I'm going to the toilet. I'll be back. Beer's going to me. Hang on. Hang tight. I better mute myself too. Hang on. I'll be back. Hey. You remember what movie that's from? I gave it away before. Hey, hey, stop talking about my shorty and my longy. All right, let me go back to Roddy. Where's Rotten Roddy? Where the hell is Rotten Roddy? There we go. Now, yeah, you know when you go for a piss and then you just you get bored because you have to wait because it takes so freaking long, and then you worry there's something wrong with you because it's taking way longer than it should. Yeah, that was one of those. All right, so let me just finish this beer so I can move on to more shit talk. What movie is it? You haven't guessed. No one's guessed. You haven't guessed. It means you're not guessing it, which means you don't know. All right. Speaking of North by Northwest, that's a good movie. Fantastic. Hitchcock movie. The camera was on you, may have lost viewers. No, but that's not true because I had you not on me. Not possible. Got to poop. I didn't poop. I did not poop. And just in case you do want to know, it's a longie, not a shorty. And feel free to share that around with everybody. It's a longie, not a shorty. We need to move on. All right, let's move on to the next thing because I've spent one whole hour on just Mad Max 2 and getting drunk. So here's the other thing my wife found. She said, what about the Rocky ones? I was like, where's the Rocky ones? And I had a look through. She scrolled through and she goes, those ones. I'm like, oh, look, I like Rocky. I'm not in love with Rocky as a, you know, a series of movies. But I like it. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with Rocky as a set of movies. Let me just get this, change my screen. It's too bright. Oh, that's so much better. I like the Rocky movies. I got the first Rocky movie in here on DVD. That's all I have. And I've watched all the other ones, you know, with, what's his name? Drago, Dolph Lundgren. They're great movies, but they're not the kind of movie I'm going to want to rewatch. Not too often, anyway. But she goes, oh, look, there's a set here. It's been set up as one set together. I think it says $5 for the set. Do you want it? I went, okay, just get it. Just get it. Roddy, focus on me, please, for flock's sake. There we go. And then she brought it home. I said, thank you for picking up those. I think it cost me $7 total. Yeah, Rocky is awesome. I'm not saying it's not awesome. Okay? The first Rocky, fantastic movie. I have that Rocky in my collection. You're watching Cobra Kai. Cool. But in terms of a series that I'm going to watch regularly, like 1, 2, 3, 4, blah, 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 I'd probably watch Rambo more than I would watch Rocky. But anyway, I'm leading up to something, though. So please bear with me, and I need Roddy to focus. Focus, Roddy. Is that she saw 3 movies. I thought it was Rocky, Rocky 2, Rocky 3, or maybe it was mixed up. I don't know. I just said, just get them. It's $5 for 3. Just get them. She brought them home. Here's what I ended up with. Ended up with these. Now, I have these in the wrong way. Let's do it this way, like this. All right. And I went, hang on a second. The back of these is predominantly this, which says to me, this isn't just 3 movies. Yeah, First Blood. Okay, getting technical. They changed it later. It was like Rambo First Blood, but Rambo's a one watch. Is Rambo a one watch? Wow, I never expected that. Wowzers. That's interesting. But my point, if you'll just fucking let me get to the point, is that these three, I was looking at them going, this looks more like a box set. There's something odd about this. I mean, the backing of this is the front. Sorry, microphone. Sorry, mic. And this is the back. Something odd here. I didn't clue onto it until later. I opened up the first one. Okay, one movie. Cool. And this one says 25th Anniversary Special Edition. I opened the second one, which says 2 on the front. I opened and went, oh, what's going on here? There's 2 movies in here. Didn't clue onto it straight away. I opened 3. 2 movies, 2 discs in here. Okay, so then I looked at the back. So Rocky. Rocky. Normal backing, cool. Rocky 2. Oh, something with the O in Rocky. It says 2, 3. Okay, what's going on here? Then I looked at Rocky, because it went 1, 2, 4. Right? Look at that. See, that's 4 on the front. Flipped it over. It says 5. I went, hang on a second. This was a box set. And for $5, I got 5 movies. Not 3 movies, 5 movies. Mr. In Between. Is that Jackie Chan? Oh, no. Sorry. Mr. In Between. Yeah, that's that Australian actor. Yes, you know what? Pretty much all of my watching of Mr. In Between has been on YouTube. And it's been segments. Rocky. He's a good actor, though. Every scene I see him in is amazing. So this Rocky 1. So Rocky, just Rocky. Then this one has Rocky 2 and 3, which shows on the back 2, 3. And this Rocky is 4. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So when you open it up, it corresponds. 4. Oh my God, I could fix this up. Come on. Be organized, BZ. 4 and 5. So this was a box set. And the box is gone. So this would have come in a 3. This would have come in a box set. I can't explain the box set except that it would have looked like something. I don't have anything here to compare it to. You know, like a Simpsons box set where you have 3 discs in it. It would look like that. Except I got 5 movies for $5. So they were essentially $1 each. And this is the collection. So I'm actually really happy with that. Because, yes, I will eventually get around to watching them. And I might sell my other copy of Rocky. But my wife found me those. After that long story about her not spending enough time in an op shop to tell me exactly what was there and buying it for me. She came back with not 3, but 5 Rockies. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And a Mad Max 2. Wow, that took me, what? How long? An hour to get to the point of? Crazy. Go on the Rocky Wiki. It has heaps of information about small details. All brilliant, except 5. Not even a proper fight at the end. And Tommy from Rocky 5, I think he died. Did I mention Rocky 5 is terrible? Yes, you did. Like 2 comments back. Oh, I should have another beer, shouldn't I? Are you having another beer? What are you still drinking North by Northwest? No, that's not the name of it. What did you call it? What did you call it? I'm going back through the chat. Let's see if I can beat you. Oh, I saw it has a perfume aftertaste, but it's a $10 pint, $10 a pint. Oh, so you're talking about Pirate Life. Which Pirate Life though? That's the question. Which Pirate Life were you drinking? You're talking about a drink, and it was. I thought it was. No, I'm saying North by Northwest, but that's a movie. Oh, you're drinking Guinness now. Sonny's on Cooper's Red. I want no what. Okay, and then you said you're drinking. I can't find it. Bone Temple. I've missed a lot of the chat. Bone Temple comes out Thursday. I hope it's better. Yeah, I can't remember. North of nowhere. North of nowhere. North of nowhere. It was just Pirate Life on tap. Did you go yar afterwards, or did you add the joke? You know that famous joke? It's really famous. I hope I didn't come up with it. Why are pirates pirates? They just are. Good joke. I like that joke. All right, we finished this beer. Let's have another beer. This is a really good beer. I need to put this in the bin. I'm not going to change cameras. Have you figured out the movie yet or what? Have you figured out the movie yet or what? Come on. What movie is playing up here? What movie is playing up here? What movie? What movie is this? Sweet Lord, please tell me. At least give me what the monster is. But no, the longie is fine. Because that's true. I have a longie. Not a shorty. I don't know what to do. I'm going to show you this beer. I've already had this one. This is fantastic. This is also a 5.2. I always like it when they're a little bit higher. 5.2 ABV, very hoppy, but not as hoppy as the one I just had. So I'm going to pour this in the glass. I'm going to taint the glass with this. It's a Young Henry's. Sorry, I should show you. It's a Young Henry's Hazy Pale Ale. I'm never near the microphone. It's a Young Henry's Hazy Pale Ale. I got 4 of these for $10, which I think is a pretty good freaking deal for 5.2% alcohol. Let's pour it. It's a hazy pale ale. I really don't want too much head on this one. Not that there's anything wrong with head. Everyone likes head. Not quite as big as the other one. Not a longie. Wizard of Oz, what are you talking about? Be quiet. No silly comments. No silly comments. Only silly walks. John Cleese style. That's something I want to watch. I want to watch Red Dwarf again. I think I might get back into Red Dwarf. North of Nowhere. Don't bother with Rocky 5, yeah. See, Pirate Life, I'm just off Pirate Life. I've tried this sours, I've tried a few of the other beers, I'm just not impressed. And look, it'll get you where you need to go. But I would probably say that about most beers for the most part. It will get you where you need to go. But Pyrolife, not very impressed, to be honest. Wizard of Oz. No, not Wizard of Oz. Not Wizard of Oz. All right, let's move on to the next batch of physical media because we are taking a long time to get to the fucking point. I will tell you, though, that this Young Henry's is really, really good. This is my third one. So I've already had two. I had two in one night, 5.2% alcohol. I felt like it was getting me somewhere on two. Usually, like I said, it takes me about 6 beers before I start to feel like I'm ready to move to the next stage. But, yeah, these are pretty strong. Quite hoppy. But not as hoppy as the other craft beer I had before from Tassie. Now I've got a bag down there of physical media. Let me just open this screen up because I need to know what's actually going on with my... What did I do with it? Oh, there we go. We need to be there. That's where we need to be. I hope other people are joining the chat. We've got 3 live viewers. I'm sorry I've neglected to check up on the chat, on what I call the hygiene, the channel hygiene or hygiene check on the channel. I don't know why I call it a hygiene check, but I do. I'm like the what's the word I would use for it? I am the genitalia checker of YouTube channels. That is not the right terminology. But yeah, it's my hygiene check. I check how many people are live viewing. They drop in, drop out. That's fine. People come, people go. That's okay. But we're here for the physical media and the drinking. Did I mention we're here for the drinking? Young Henry's, 5.2% alcohol. Very nice. It's an IPA. What's a pale ale? I don't know if it's an IPA, but it's a pale ale. Very nice, actually. Let us. You think it's a great Muppet caper? I think I'm the great Muppet caper right now. Now, we still need to talk about toys and other things, so let's move on. Let me not get distracted. What is this movie? No one has told me anything, which means none of you are true cinephiles. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to say that. You are true cinephiles. Hygiene check. Yeah, I do. I use wipes. Yeah, I use wipes on all of you. You don't notice it because I do it in the background. What's this movie? And for the ones I don't like very much, I use baby wipes. Non-flushable. Let me get this bag. This bag's ripped, so I'm going to be super careful. Knowing me, I'll probably drop it everywhere and it will break. Yeah, how weird it is to sit in a room and look, even better when there's someone in the chat, but just talk to yourself for like 2.5, 3 hours. It's fucking weird. I gotta tell you. And to be hyped about it, like, hey, everybody! No one's watching, but hey, what's going on? I'm glad you guys are here, to be honest. Yes, I use wipes. All right, let's put these down so I can go through them. All right, these are mostly going to be VHS tapes. What's Gorgo? Gorgo. Okay, that's some highfalutin fucking humor right there. Gorgo. Isn't that like Waiting for Godot? Isn't that a movie? Who's that Waiting for Gorgo? Or is it Waiting for... Is it Grogu? Waiting for Grogu? I really hope someone's drinking with me, otherwise I'm going to look like a complete fool on the replay. It is a drinking vlog. All right, let's go through our VHS tapes. Now, these were taken from 2 different places. Aha! What did you just say? What did you just say? Definitely a man in a what suit? A Godzilla suit? You are right. But which movie? This is the thing. You are right. Oh, good. I'm glad you're drinking because I need someone to be as tired and tipsy as I'm starting to feel after that 6.2% alcohol hit me with barely any dinner. I didn't eat much dinner. But I got some Irish salad in the bag down there. Mark, did I tell you I got some Irish salad back there? Got some Irish salad down there. It's right here. It's right here. As soon as I finish talking up a storm, if I don't fall asleep, I'm going to be eating some of that Irish salad. Please keep drinking. Please get... No, it's not Destroy All Monsters. No, it's not. I had such high hopes for you too. I hope this is entertaining, by the way. This, let's talk about these. These are finds. They're mixed up. They're two separate finds. They're mostly VHS tapes, to be honest. I went to a store, what was it? I think Friday. No, I'm getting my days mixed up. I finished, oh yeah, that's right. So I had the weekend, then Monday, I had one day of work before I went on leave. So Monday after work, I finished work, and I went to go home, and I'm like, I never leave early for work. I'm usually there for 10 hours. I'm going to stop by an op shop on the way home, just for shits and giggles. Fuck it, I'll just go in and have a look. I mean, why not? No one's home, I'll just go home and drop by and pick up some stuff from the op shop, if there's anything. So I'll stop by Vinnie's that I don't normally go to. But I know they have some VHS tapes and sometimes Blu-rays. So I dropped in, I found a bunch of VHS tapes. I was like, too many good ones, I put some back. We'll get into the ones I put back in a second because I instantly regretted it. I got home, I'm like, I should have picked up those 2 extra tapes. I don't know why I put them down. They were a bit expensive because they were $2 each, I think. $2 each. $2 for VHS tapes. What is wrong with this world, man? Seriously, VHS, it's $2 for a DVD. $3 for a Blu-ray. They want to charge $2 for a VHS tape. Don't even get me started. I'm going to move on. Anyway, I put some back. I came back later. I found them. Spoiler, I found them. But we'll talk about it in a minute. The ones I brought home was... this is a VHS tape for my VHS collection. Das ist The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle. Look who's in it. There. I've seen this once. I don't remember very well. But I used to love this cartoon. No, it's not. No, it's not no. What? You saw the footage. Mark, you saw the footage. Just not the 2000 Godzilla with Matthew Buell. Why are you saying Matthew Buell? Matthew Broderick from Ferris Bueller's. Though I do own that movie, and it's not... I mean, I don't think it's terrible. It's not great. Definitely, I think every other Godzilla movie in the world is better than Ferris Bueller's Days Off Godzilla, but it's not a terrible movie. It's just not good. Anyway, back to this one. The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle. I grew up watching the cartoon of Rocky and Bullwinkle. This was in a time when they were looking for things to put on as a movie. So they made Rocky and Bullwinkle. And I, for the life of me, is that who I think it is as one of the main actresses? Randy Quaid, Kel Mitchell. Oh, I thought it had, it says Randy Quaid, Kel Mitchell, Kenan Thompson, and Piper Perado. Who does this look like? The girl in the middle. Who does it look like? Who does it look like? Multipass? Yeah, another Rocky movie. I'm gonna rock the boat. So I probably prefer Rocky and Bullwinkle over Rocky. Oh my god, I can feel the ripples of hate right now. The ripples of hate. I thought this actually had Raul Julia in it, but I might be wrong. Robert De Niro, Rene Russo. Oh, it's Rene Russo. Is it really Rene Russo? Is that Rene Russo? She was young and hot then. And Jason Alexander. What the it is Jason Alexander. Look. What's the first one? Robert De Niro. There you go. I thought it was Mila Jovovich. I thought it was Raul Julia, and I don't know who the third person was. But look, I like Jason Alexander. So it's Robert De Niro. Oh my God, stooping low. Robert De Niro. It's Susan Sarandon. Isn't that what I said? Oh, sorry, Rene Russo. I always get them mixed up. Rene Russo and Jason Alexander. And of all of those three, Jason Alexander looks most at home. Parker Posey. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. I wish I got the humor, but I don't understand who Parker Posey is. But I loved Rocky and Bullwinkle when I was a kid. Huge fan of Rocky and Bullwinkle. In fact, I would love to find Rocky and Bullwinkle on VHS. The original Rocky and Bullwinkle. Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of a hat. Not again. Hey, presto. Then you see a lion come out. Roar. Anyway, so I got that one. It's in there. Just in case you don't believe me, it's just a case. The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle. Georgie Porgy. Hey, Georgie Porgy. You won't believe what my mother did this time. All right, so we got that. I picked this one up purely because it has, this is what they call a, what's the exact terminology for this? This is a VHS tape that has 2 movies on it. And they call it a preview tape. I think that's the terminology for it. I might be wrong because I'm drinking. I think it's called a preview tape because what they do is they put 2 movies on here and then they put it in their VHS tape player in the VHS store back in the day, and it would play through. Oftentimes it would have the time stamp on the bottom or top or both. It'll have the title on the top and the time stamp on the bottom, and it will play one movie, then it will play the second movie, so that they could just have it going as a way of showing you what movies were coming or what movies were out, with a time stamp on it to show you that it wasn't a legitimate take-home copy. I love those. I tried to sell a bunch of them. I didn't sell any of the ones I currently have, but I have about 10 of them with double movies on them. Some of them are in like the slipcase. Some of them are in a clamshell. This one I picked up has Father of the Bride Parts 2 on one side. Roddy, if you'd like to fucking focus. $1,000, $100 million worldwide box office, blah, 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 blah. And the other side has a great movie on it, Powder, which I already own. I already own Powder on VHS, but this is a double, or what they call a preview copy. But the other thing that sold me on it was this. When you open up the Father of the Bride side, which normally doesn't open up, it opens up to this random shit. For Father of the Bride. And you just don't see that kind of thing. You just kind of, look, it's in there. I think I need to open the top, actually, because the top is opened up. It's got Powder on it and Father of the Bride. So it's a preview copy. It's got 2 movies on one, extra long VHS tape, and it cost me $2. Oh, $1. Sorry, beg your pardon. Beg your fucking pardon. It was $1. So I picked it up just because if I don't end up keeping it, I will end up selling it at another VHS stall or something. This one I picked up because there is no way in the fucking hell I would ever pass up on this. The precursor to Transformers was what? Please tell me. Pop quiz. The precursor to Transformers was what? The precursor to Transformers was what? Jeez, and it's a little bit chewed up too. Let me see if I can pop this open. The precursor to Transformers was what? I'm going to have to test play this because it's been chewed up pretty badly. Who's watching? Is anyone watching? Are you paying attention? This is your test. This is a fucking test. Are you paying attention? The precursor to Transformers was what? What was the cartoon series that was a precursor to Transformers? What toys did you collect before Transformers? What was the Transformer toy that kids played with before Transformers became Transformers? I owned them. I had a submarine. I had a submarine toy of the pre-Transformers Transformers. What was the name of them? You're not telling me. No one's saying anything. Have you gone to sleep? Has the alcohol subdued you? Well, I found a VHS tape of the pre-Transformers Transformers. It is got one of the clear panels missing. Well, not missing, but it's fallen in. And the tape looks a bit chewed up on the end, but this thing could be quite valuable. I'm just rambling to give you time to think about it. What was pre-Transformers? I don't think anyone knows. Replay crew will know. Replay crew will know. This tape will be really cool, except it's got a small rip in the front. Okay, no one's answering me, so I'm going to tell you. You won't be able to see. It's called GoBots. GoBots? Before Transformers became Transformers, there was GoBots. I had a GoBot. I had a GoBot that was a submarine that transformed into a robot. Actually, a couple of them, to be honest. But this is GoBots. Bonus video. It says on the side, bonus video. I don't really know the history on it. It's got 2 episodes on it. Episode 1, Typhoon Twister, and Episode 2, Arctic Oil Spill. Once again, it's torn in the corner, so it doesn't really do me any favors, but I got this for $1. The irony is that I went back to the store that was selling $2 VHS tapes 3 days later, 2 days later, and they said, actually, they're not meant to be $2, they're meant to be $1. I was like, far out. I paid all that money before, and I didn't get any back. Next VHS tape. I'm a huge fan, if you know me well, by watching his channel, of Jerry Lewis. I grew up watching Jerry Lewis. He was my slapstick master. When I was a kid, I already owned this movie on DVD. It is At War with the Army with Dean Martin. I'm not sure if this is a bootleg. It looks very simple, but it's in there. I picked that up. That was $1, so they must have repriced by then. Picked up this one. Oh, come on, I want my kids to watch this. I have this on DVD. I actually might play it for them. They would like it. It's very funny. Robin Williams fans. There's got to be a lot of Robin Williams fans out there. I am one of them. I'm a huge Robin Williams fan. This movie is fantastic. The Birdcage. Come on. If you do not like The Birdcage, then you and I cannot be friends. The Birdcage is a fantastic and funny movie. I can't remember the other actor's name. It will be up the top there. Is it Nathan Lane? Has to be Nathan Lane, because the rest are Gene Hackman and Diane West. So Nathan Lane plays the partner. This is a hilarious movie. 2 gay men pretending to be a couple, male, female, to impress the parents of the son's girlfriend. And I think I paid $1 for that one. No, that was just $2. I probably paid $2 for it. These are the 2 I went back for. I put them down like, I'm sure I've got them. And I got home like, I do not have them. Why did I leave them behind? And I went promptly back, went looking for them. I was like, shit, they've been sold. They've been sold. I rummaged around through the VHS tapes and I found them. They hadn't been sold. And they are The Mummy 1 and 2, or The Mummy and The Mummy Returns. Which one are you talking about? Mark McBride 5531, which it must be Sunny, because now I'm confused. The Mummy and The Mummy Returns are fantastic movies. The best of the 2 is The Mummy, of course. $2 ripped off, completely ripped off. $2 for a VHS tape. Trust me, people laugh, but when you start, if you pick up VHS tapes, which are, by the way, very huge, and don't fit in the same amount of space as a DVD, and obviously are very old tech, and this is Civic Video. It's got Civic Video written on it, which I love. I love these stickers. There ain't no way you should be paying $2 for a VHS tape. Ain't no way you should be paying. I used to get my VHS tapes for 50 cents, and that was even a year ago. 50 cents, $1 max. And $1 was like, oh God, fire, I found it for $1. That's really expensive. Now, what, $2? Some places I see them for $5. Like, I walk away. I walk away. So The Mummy and The Mummy 2. I came back for them and they were still there. But the irony is that I have Scorpion King. Now, I don't have Mummy 3 on VHS. Love Civic Video. Fantastic. I used to go to a Civic Video up the road from me. I don't have the Mummy Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, I think it is, but I do have the Scorpion King, which has some of the worst CGI in it. Some of the worst. But look, I'm really happy to have gone back and found them because that's what I went back for. I literally just went back for these two and I found a few other things. So really happy to have them. I don't know what to tell you. A crazy person. This is what I live for. I also purchased originally, and it's in there because I've seen it and I have watched it before back in the day. Mission to Mars. So it's got Gary Sinise and Tim Robbins in it. I thought it had, I might be wrong, but I thought it had a few. I thought it had some African American actors in it. But am I wrong? Was it all just white people? It's got Don Cheadle, Connie Nelson, Jerry O'Connell, Kim Delaney, Tim Robbins. Oh, it's got an Ennio Morricone sound. Interesting. I thought it had other people in it, though. I might be mixing it up with another movie. But yeah, Mission to Mars. Fantastically bad movie, but still fun. Still fun. Kind of movie I'm happy to find. And it does say Civic... No, it says sale price, $14.95. And I paid $2 for it. These are the kind of things I look for. I look for hilariously bad movies. I found another Jerry Lewis. The Errand Boy. Is it in there? Yes, it is. And it's rewound. I'm getting pretty good with my collection now of Jerry Lewis. I'm doing good. I've got which one have I got? The Delicate Delinquent, I think. I think I've got the please tell me I can see you right now. Disorderly Orderly, maybe? I can't see it down there. I think it's the Disorderly Orderly. This is the Errand Boy. I grew up with Jerry Lewis. Yeah, I know. He did Chinese impressions. He did impressions of other people from other countries, Russia and everywhere else. And that's not acceptable these days. But if you want to ban everything, it's going to ban everything that's ever been done in history. And I'm not excusing it. It's just that Jerry Lewis never did it out of any spite. And that's the only excuse. It's not like Al Jolson, where he was blatantly doing blackface to be a African American jazz singer. It wasn't blatant like that. He was just being stupid all the time. But I know Jerry Lewis never did it out of any kind of spite towards another country or another culture or another civilization. He was just a slapstick dude, and I don't hold him accountable for that. And honestly, to be honest, there are things you should be channeling your negativity towards, and there are things that you shouldn't. I don't think you should be channeling towards Jerry Lewis. He's a beloved star. And I'll cop some flack for it, maybe. I don't really give a shit, to be honest. Jerry Lewis, the Errand Boy. On VHS, and I think I paid $1 maybe for it. I can't remember. If you stand with me with Jerry Lewis, please leave it in the comments. And I picked this one up because I've been looking for an Invasion Earth Doctor Who for a long time. It's something I remember more than any other Doctor Who, even though I watched Doctor Who when I was young, was when they climbed up that cliff face to the Dalek command center or whatever it was. I'm pretty sure that was Invasion Earth. I might be wrong, but this is part 1, episode 1 to 3. So I don't really know much about it because, to be honest, I've watched Doctor Who since I was a kid. But I found this one on VHS. Oops, wrong way. Invasion Earth, and it is episodes 1 to 3. Yeah, Laurel and Hardy, genius slapstick. Three Stooges, genius slapstick. Personally, my comedian of choice is always going to land on Jerry Lewis. And it's always going to land on, gosh, my brain went to say Rudyard Kipling, but he's an author. Oh, come on. His name is, he did Hansel and Gretel. He was an American, was he American? I think he was American comedian. He did the Pestle with the Vessel. No, I didn't see Tom Baker's Christmas Message. I just really, really wanted to have Invasion Earth when the Daleks invade Earth and how they had to climb up the mount to the cliff top to get to the flat platform where the Daleks could only move on flat ground. I remember that. It's a really strong memory for me. Oh, look, this even comes... Oh, my God! I don't know if this is worth anything, but now I can't watch it. Do you know what I just found? This is such an Australian thing. Do you know what I just found inside here? When we have brand new VHS tapes in Australia, guess what we do in Australia? We have the case out to get nice and dusty. And what do we have on the inside? What have I shown you on every other Doom vlog ever? What have I shown you on every Doom vlog when it's a brand new VHS tape? Let me show you. Can you guess? Look at this. I was like, oh, look, it comes with a book because I hadn't opened it. Let me pull this out. Can we pull this out without wrecking it? Can you hear the crinkling? Look at this. I've got Invasion Earth episodes 1 to 3 sealed. Look, it's got the triangle seal, like the diamond seal thing on the corner. I don't know what they call that. It's not a gatefold, that's something else. But look, sealed. I've got I don't know if this means anything, but I've got a sealed copy. Look, you can see the plastic. Sealed copy with booklet, with a video catalog. I love these catalogs. With a video catalog sealed. Doctor Who Invasion Earth. I'm going to have to look it up because, honestly, I would have liked to just watch that, but it's sealed. I've got a sealed Dalek Invasion of Earth, Part 1, Episodes 1 to 3. Can you believe that shit? This is Australia thing. In America, it would be like a cardboard box and the whole thing would be wrapped in plastic. This one, you get the case. You can open it. It gets dusty. Look how dusty it is on the top. And the inside, sealed VHS tape. That's just cray-cray, man. Absolute cray-cray. Alright, so we've gone through some of this. This is all falling in. Let me just put this back in here somehow so that I don't get demolished. I picked this one up because it looked nostalgic. I don't know which one I watched. To be honest, no, I think I do remember which one. It would have been when I was a kid. I haven't watched the 2000 one. I picked up Max Steel. Yeah, Peter Cushing. But that's not the one I watched when I was a kid. I've got a sealed copy of the original. You want it, Mark? $100,000. Max Steel. It is, TV cartoon. Not very good. Linked in with toys. Oops, sorry. Linked in with a bunch of toys. I think I've got some Max Steel toys. Couple of bucks. Mark, you have seen this. I think it's one of the only DVDs I've got. Picked it up because I don't have any copies of it, and it's taped up. It's taped up. Security collection from... I'm not going to open it. But The Lighthouse. I know you've seen it, Mark. You've mentioned it. It's got... Robert Pattinson and William Dafoe. Yeah, it's hiding. Look, let me show you. Where is it? Where did I put it? Look. Is this the one? That's the original Doctor, man. And it's sealed. Part 1, episodes 1 to 3. Pretty stoked about it. Well, look. Hartnell. William Hartnell. That's the one, bro. $100,000 and it's yours, bro. $100,000 and it's yours. All yours. You can have it. Just when you get that Mini Cooper, just you bring it over, you sell it to me. You just give it to me. Just give it to me. It's yours. Just joking. The Lighthouse. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Which movie, though? In The Lighthouse or in Invasion Earth? Dalek Invasion Earth. I remember watching on TV. It felt like it was a televised movie version of it, but I might be completely wrong because it was like when I was a kid. So that must have been like, what, 40 years ago or something? 40, 45 years ago. That felt like a movie where they were climbing up, like the Resistance were climbing up a cliff to get to the platform because the Daleks can only roll on flat platforms. They climb a cliff to get to the platform, to get to the Daleks, to destroy the Daleks that were attacking Earth. Lighthouse, yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I've heard a lot of things about it, and I haven't seen it yet. But I do own it now, but just on DVD. This is a classic Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan movie. Classic. Kind of stoked to find it on VHS, to be honest. $2 is what I paid. I shouldn't have paid $2 for it. Joe versus the volcano. Come on, Tom Hanks in his prime. These are the years I love Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan for that. To be honest. That's the movie remake by Amicus? Which one? The light... Wait a minute. Amicus? Hang on. You're talking about the one... Okay, Amicus sounds right, because it would have Peter Cushing in it. That's what you're saying, right? Movie remake was by Amicus. That does not surprise me whatsoever. Amicus is get on the bandwagon with that one. Joe versus the Volcano is an excellent, fantastic VHS find. Bachelor Party. I have Bachelor Party. Come over one night, man. We'll get drunk and watch Bachelor Party. There's better movies to watch than Bachelor Party. Joe versus the Volcano. Yeah. So that's their version of it. They would have done their Amicus version of it. It's not going to be good as the original. Anyway, I'm really happy to have this, because this is literally one of those movies that you don't really see out there anymore. You don't even really see it on DVD. So just happy to find it. It wasn't sealed, unfortunately. I'm not finding a lot of Star Trek on Blu-ray at the moment, which is really pissing me off, to be honest, because it's kind of like they go, oh yeah, we've released a few and then we stop releasing them, and then you go out, you can't find Star Trek anywhere. It's like, oh no, we sold our, 100,000 copies, we're not making any more. But I found The Voyage Home. Always my least liked of all of the Star Trek movies. Star Trek 4, I think it is. Yeah, 4. Which came after, I believe, The Wrath of Khan. No. Was it after The Wrath of Khan? I'm confused now. But I remember this movie a lot. I just don't like time travel. To be honest, in movies, I don't like time travel. I don't like the ease of time travel. I don't like how it's used to do multiple things. It's in there looking pretty. Look, I like this movie. Oh, and I'm hitting Mike. Sorry, Mike. Mike, I'm really sorry. Voyage Home is a great movie. It was made in a time when movies were fun, but at the same time, I'm going to tell you straight up, I don't like time travel in movies. Yeah, there's a lot of things in Bachelor Party. So, at the barbecue, there's a lot of things in Bachelor Party that were a little bit wrong. I don't like time travel in movies. There are movies that are about time travel, and I hold them to a high standard because I don't like time travel. The Time Machine is one of my most favorite movies of all time. Came from I think it's a Robert Louis Stevenson book. I might be wrong. Someone can correct me. But I'm not a fan of using time travel as a way of getting through storylines. Not a fan. But Voyage Home is okay. One thing I really hate is when film companies get a franchise or get an idea or a comic book or a book or art series or whatever, and they translate it to film, and then they go, what this movie needs is time travel. So if you deal with like Malcolm McDowell, yeah, that is one of my favorite movies of all time. And I'm going to tell you, terrifying. There's terrifying things in there. Those beasts in it, terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. H.G. Wells, correct. Yeah. But that movie, terrifying. The way they did their old-fashioned special effects for going through time, terrifying. To this day. And I have that on VHS. I have it on DVD. Don't think I have it on Blu-ray. But terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. When you get those old movies and you make them the best way you can with like slug creatures and... not slug creatures. They're like cavemen kind of things. Terrifying. But yeah, not a fan of time travel as a rule. Let's move on. That was Star Trek 4. Good movie, but still not my favorite. Hey, Mark. You there? We found this on DVD recently, or in the last few months. I just found the exact same thing. Oh, and it's an Umbrella Entertainment one. Oh my God, that's so cool. So cool. I've got an original one. I'm going after Clockwork Orange. Very different role for Malcolm McDowell. Mark. You would remember this series on TV. I watched this every day after school. Every day after school, I think close to dinner time, this came on. The Naughty Bits. Hot gossip. Kremen has a big long cape, but Carla has a better shape. Come on. You know this show. Poor gentleman died of AIDS. But this show. If any of you ever think I'm going to be offended, you have got nothing on Kenny Everett. Yeah, it's all done in the best possible taste. That's right. The complete Naughty Bits. This is what I watched at home when I left school. It wasn't straight away after school. I watched a few other things first. But this was slightly before dinner. Kenny Everett would come on. And if you ever thought in your life, oh, there's things in this life that I've got to complain about them. I've got to be Karen about them. I'm not happy. Not happy, Jan. This is what I watched in the 80s after school. This would set you ringing up BBC forever. Forever. I can't even talk about the stuff he talks about on there, but hilarious. This is like your not X-rated. It's not even quite X-rated. Let's say M-rated version of The Young Ones, but not even close to being like The Young Ones. Not even the same. How do I explain it? Everett Puke. Wasn't there a Sydney Snot? Was that one of the guys, the punk guy? Was he Sydney Snot? Hey, Sydney Snot here. My favourite part was when he did the dancing routines, and he would do like all the people with like extremely big parts of their body. So it would be like who was it? It was like somebody with a big nose, somebody with big ears, somebody with big boobs, and every time they spun around, they'd get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah, so funny. Hot Gossip was like, as a kid, I'm like, I didn't understand it. That's how like young I was. Didn't understand. People with bikinis on dancing to music. Yeah, Kenny Everett. I've got this on DVD. Yeah, the big hands, the big nose, the big boobs, the big ears. I think it was Prince Charles. Was it Prince Charles that was dancing? I can't remember now. Every time they spun around, it was even bigger than before. Barbara Streisand. It was Barbara Streisand with a big nose and other people. I think it was Prince Charles with the big ears. I can't remember. Now, this is my third copy. This is my third copy of this movie. I found this. It is a cut box. Oh, the top decals come off. This is a cut box. If you're not familiar with a cut box is, it's a box, a VHS box set or box. Much like what we held up before, which was this one. So this is a VHS box. It's just a sleeve. It's a cardboard sleeve. So a cut box is cutting this and putting in a VHS tape. It's called a cut box. This is a cut box of the exact same one I did on Instagram today. Sydney Snot. Yeah, I think so too, based on Sid Vicious. My third copy, but I've got the exact same one, but not as a cut box as the original one. And this is The Last Starfighter. And I've got the exact same one, not cut. So the original one. I put it on Instagram today. It's the exact same one, except this one's lost its top sticker. Its top sticker's moving around, but it is The Last Starfighter. One of my favourite 80s movies as a cut box. So this is my third Last Starfighter on VHS, which is fan-fucking-tastic, even though it's cut. Am I missing one? Last one. The bag's about to get ripped up. Was in my image for my thumbnail for this, and that is The Sphere. What a great green cover. I'm going to have to find a green box to put this in. I liked this movie back in the day. The Sphere. It is in there. I have checked it. The Sphere. I think it was $2, maybe $1. Can't remember. But there you go. Now, I'm going to need another bio break because I'm drinking a lot of beer and it's going straight to my bladder. So I'm going to put you on going to put you on? Let's put you on a waiting screen. This one? No, not that one. No, not that one. No, that's hilarious. That's the one I was looking for before. Let's put you on. No, not that one. I freaking hate that one. I swear I have a better one than that. Oh, I'll put you on this one. I'll put you on this one. Oh, I'll be back. Muting. Gotta poop. Stand back, I've been drinking. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Okay. Where's Roddy Cam? Roddy Cam. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Unsure who's left. Let's do a hygiene check of the channel. 2 live viewers. Thank you very much. I know Mr. Mark McBride is here. I'm not too sure if some dude or the opposite of some dude, so Sunny might be there still. I'm not too sure. Or if you're both in the same room, separate rooms, or one's fallen asleep, or maybe we've got a second viewer that's jumped in after the first second viewer. There's a way to get mixed up. the first second viewer. It is 3:30 in the morning. We're going to move right along. We've done all of our physical media, I do believe. We got all of the whole Rocky collection. What a find. Here we thought it was Rocky, Rocky 2, Rocky 3. It was actually all 5. Got Mad Max 2, which I'm happy to lend to you guys if you guys want to watch it. Should be able to find it somewhere. And we've got a bunch of VHS tapes. Have you figured out the movie yet? You got it right with Godzilla, but which Godzilla? And it wasn't the one with Matthew Broderick. This is the Japanese version of Godzilla. Which one is it? Sonny's gone to bed. So that means my second viewer is one of my other viewers. Welcome to you. Good night, Sonny. Good night. Sleep off that Cooper's Red. Which Godzilla is it that's playing up here? Which Godzilla? Gosh, you've got to be a bit of a Godzilla fan to understand which one this might be. If you're a bit of a Godzilla fan, if you follow the Japanese version of Godzilla, the original series of movies, I should clarify, then you should know what this movie is. There are so many. There's Godzilla versus... what's the name of that movie? Godzilla versus... Oh, there's just a lot of monsters. Don't make me name them all. I've been drinking. Please, just go lightly on me. Tell me the movie. Tell me the movie. I will tell you, Mark, that you almost had the name in the question you asked before. Not being a Matthew Broderick movie, but you almost had the name of this movie in the comment you made before. That's going to give away the title, I think. And I forgive you for that. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we are going to... What are we going to do? We don't have any mail. I haven't ordered anything that's needing to arrive right away, so we have no mail. I love mail. I love the lead up to mail. I love talking about mail. No, I don't necessarily like talking about males. I'm a male. Mark's a male. I'm not really into talking about males per se, but the mail that comes in your letterbox, maybe it doesn't come in your letterbox, but it arrives in your letterbox. It's color, so not the original. No, not the original. But you're no, not Son of Godzilla. Not Son of Godzilla. Thing is, you're so close, right? You're so close. You said a sentence earlier on. You said a sentence about it that summed up the title of the movie in the sentence. It's not Son of Godzilla. It's color. That's right. That should give you some hint. And it has got Godzilla in it, but it's not the original Godzilla movie. You can tell I'm drinking because I'm just stammering away over here. Come on, Mark. I believe in you, buddy. I believe in you. You can do it. I'm so glad you're here, Mark, by the way. Without sounding like I'm drunk happy, that like just, getting emotional about anything. I'm really glad you're here. Really glad that we've missed each other for a few weeks now, prior to me not being here for 2 weeks. Been hither and thither all over the place. But I'm glad that you're here, man. In WA, of all places. Fantastic. Thank you, man, for being here. And bringing Sunny on board as well. And to my second viewer, also welcome. There's always people that like to have a chat and people that don't like to chat, but that's okay. You are welcome to chat. No one judges here. Roddy doesn't even judge. Rotten Roddy. I look to Rotten Roddy for my way of looking at life. Are you still drinking Guinness or Shandies? Or what are you drinking right now, Mark? I'm going to guess we're at the 1:30, 2:30, 3:30. We're around the just over 2 hour mark, I think, here. What do you mean, who watched those Godzilla movies? Who watched those Godzilla movies? What kind of question is that? What kind of question is that? I feel offended by just that question. Who watched those Godzilla movies? Haven't you seen a Godzilla movie? What happened around Y2K, Mark? What happened around Y2K? What movie would it be if it happened around Y2K? Oh, I'm giving it away to you. I'm giving it away. Replay crew, you probably guessed it. Mark hasn't guessed it yet because I don't think he's a Godzilla fan. Because he's saying who watched those Godzilla movies? No one. No one. No, we watched them. We didn't watch all of them. Unless you're a true Godzilla fan. If you're a true Godzilla fan, different story. Different story entirely. Gotta finish this beer. Don't worry, it's on replay. It's the second time I've played it. No one. Well, I guess you're not going to guess the movie then. I would have thought that you would be a Godzilla fan because you are a film aficionado. Couldn't find them in the 80s. Well, you wouldn't find this one in the 80s. This one would not have been available in the 80s. I don't think so anyway. Unless I'm getting my times all mixed up. This is no, well, maybe it was available in the 80s. Actually, now I'm going to fact check myself. Now I'm worried. Now I'm worried that I'm giving people the wrong idea. Let's do this. Hang on. Let's see if I'm completely wrong. I probably am. No, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. Wow. Really, I mean, the cinematography for that time is good, but not as good as I would have expected. Okay, no. As a King Kong fan, always wanted to see original Godzilla vs. King Kong. Fair enough. I reckon the original King Kong was actually quite amazing. Some of it wasn't. I've got King Kong Lives, or is it Kong Lives? I can't remember now. Found that on DVD. Hey, I haven't yawned pretty much all night. That's pretty amazing, isn't it? Have you noticed that? I haven't yawned all night. Usually I'll yawn straight away. What year is it? Look, 70s, not 70s. This is what I mean by the quality of the cinematography. It's not the 70s. It's not even the 80s. Let's give it away. Let's give it away. There's a title for this movie. It has the word Godzilla in it. And then something else. I'll give it away at the end. When I finish, I'll give it away. I finished both beers. I am now on my way to being quite tipsy. Because one was 6.2% alcohol and the other was 5.2. I'm used to drinking generally between a 3.5 and a 4.5. No, original King Kong is amazing. And when you watch Peter Jackson's version of King Kong, you can really see the inspiration of... No, I'm not going to give away what year. You can tell that it's not 70s and it's not 80s. I want you to guess. And I want you to guess the title. You can see the inspiration on Peter Jackson's side for wanting to expand on that. I don't think he did a fantastic job of it, but I think he did a good job of it. Because it's got some real freaky stuff in Peter Jackson's King Kong. And it really is, if you look at the original King Kong, which I own, I think I need to get a better quality copy of it. I might even try to get it on Blu-ray. The original King Kong has got some freaky stuff in it. It's got some freaky shit in it. And like you can see why Peter Jackson wanted to expand on like the leech kind of worms in the swamp and the cabins and the river scene where, you know, the animals are knocking over the boats and stuff, because they're really full on. They're actually really full on for back in the day. And the cinematography for back in the day was quite amazing. It's just that they didn't have that kind of modern cinematography we have today, where Peter Jackson could like show you in great detail the leeches, you know, swallowing people whole and fighting each other for humans to eat and knocking over rafts and things like that. I think, Mark, the point of Peter Jackson's remake was to do a remake of it, to do it and to try to do it justice. I don't think, because if you look at Kong Lives, I don't think it was a very good movie, and it was a sequel anyway, and really not a very good movie. For me, the original King Kong, if you watch it, if you're not like me, old and tired, and you fall asleep in it, which I didn't in the very first watch of it, it was dated, very heavily dated, but you could see, I mean, you understand if you, like, I know you, Mark, and I know that you can see past, like, old cameras and maybe storylines that were defunct that don't get used anymore, and terms of writing and maybe actors that spoke in a particular way, you can see past that to see the real true story. And that's the thing with King Kong, is that King Kong, unless you're like born now, like in the last 10 years, you're not going to understand. King Kong will be boring. It won't even pass your very first 5 seconds. But for people like us that appreciate a story, like I grew up watching black and white movies and color movies, but I grew up watching black and white movies too. So I have a high tolerance. I'm not worried about whether it's black and white or color, or if it's old and slow. I'm worried about story and storytelling. And I think King Kong does a great job of storytelling and cinematography for back then. Now I stop yawning. I start yawning. King Kong lives low budget, at least the Jeff Bridges one set in modern times. Yeah, Ice Skating Kong and Naomi Watts not good. Yeah, I know. But the thing is, with every single director you've ever loved in life, I can't name a single director that's got it right 100%. And yeah, I know. I know Jackson's didn't add anything. I think he was trying to do a direct... See, the thing with Peter Jackson is this, right? And you might disagree with me, Mark, on this, is that Peter Jackson, he acknowledges when things are right. So he wanted to do a remake of King Kong because he wanted to do a remake of King Kong. Why did he want to do a remake of King Kong? Because he loved King Kong. And I think you and I both know that Peter Jackson loved King Kong. Yeah, Kong. No, I said Kong. Kong Lives. I think our version was Kong Lives. Unless there was another one. But Peter Jackson, you know that he means well when he makes film. Peter Jackson loved King Kong. And I loved King Kong too. And I felt like it was probably a little bit slow, a little bit boring, and maybe the black and white film cinematography was a little bit different than today. But I'm very forgiving of that. And I think... I'm sorry, it's really late. I'm going to start yawning now. I'm surprised I didn't start yawning at like 12 o'clock. I think that the original King Kong is a absolutely spectacular vision of that movie. That the very first movie was and is unto itself a fantastic version of itself. And if you watch the movie and you are open-minded, I mean, it's a bit easier for me, loving movies from that era, that you'll find the story is there very strong, and that the acting and the suspense is, nail biting. And you get those monster scenes, you get those fighting scenes with the worms and the eels and the things in the rivers and the things in the swamps. You get that. I find that Kong was a little bit less believable, and that I had to fight a little bit more with the original movie to see him as a real creature, but that's just part of the era. Whereas I think Peter Jackson wanted to do it justice. I don't think he saw that as dollar signs, because Peter Jackson, by that point, when he made King Kong, he was already rolling in money. He didn't need to make it. I think you all know that. Peter Jackson was a worldwide name. He was, I think, even Sir Peter Jackson by then, knighted by the Queen. He didn't need the money. He wanted to make it. It was a passion project. He added things into it he didn't need to add into it, certainly. But he also added a lot of good things in it. And yet the characters were very similar. The acting style was very similar. He just expanded on the special effects. He made it more fraught. Like that eel scene where the captain's character got swallowed up. I mean, it's fucking traumatizing. It's fucking traumatizing. And that scene on the rafts is traumatizing. That island is just one giant fucking nightmare all the way through. And I'm going to tell you, because I've watched recently, and I'm leading up to this now after mentioning it at the beginning, that I've started rewatching some of the recent Kong movies. So I watched King Kong, King of the Monsters. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was fantastic. Sorry, not King Kong. Sorry, Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Beg your pardon. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. I watched that. I watched Godzilla versus Kong, or King Kong versus Godzilla. I can't remember which way around it went. It's probably in my collection of movies right here somewhere. I thought it was alright. It was okay. It was fun. But like that, those movies, they're meant to just be giant kind of nostalgia dumps. You know, you're meant to feel a little bit of like, oh, I loved King Kong or I loved Godzilla. And how deep you want to go? Do you want to analyze, cinematography, special effects? I could tell in LA or wherever it was, I could tell when the city wasn't real. Who gives a fuck? I really don't give a fuck. I don't watch those kind of movies to analyze special effects. Skull Island. See, that's the one I want to see. I want to see Kong Skull Island. Is that the name of it? I own it, but I haven't seen it. I actually tried to watch it on Netflix, but they didn't have it on Netflix. And I know I bought it secondhand. Sweet Jesus, please be there. I bought it and I shoved it in here, and it's in here somewhere. Fuck knows where. I've only got one wall of Blu-rays. I should have been able to find it by now, but it's somewhere in here. I bought Kong Skull Island, and I'm glad you like it because I've been wanting to watch it. There's some scenes in there from the trailers that look amazing, and I will because I thought it was on Netflix, and I went to watch it after watching King of the Monsters, Godzilla King of the Monsters, and Netflix does not have it. Kong Skull Island, I think it's called. For the life of me, I cannot see it here. See Tucker and Dale versus Evil. There's a fucking cool movie. You want a horror movie that's not like a horror movie that makes you laugh? That's a fucking good movie, man. That's a fucking good movie. Yeah, anyway, I'm getting distracted here. And I feel like those beers really hit me quite hard. Mind you, I have not had a break for 4 months now. I haven't drunk a lot either. But that's what this show's all about. Talking shit and collecting physical media. It's in here somewhere. I think I can find it now. Yeah, I will absolutely watch Kong Skull Island. I have it on my list of things to watch. All tropes done so well. I love that you said that, Mark, because I think the word tropes isn't a bad thing. Because it's in everything. There are horror tropes from the 80s that have survived to today. And it's not a bad thing. It's whether it's done correctly. Because you can trope the fuck out of any movie, but you can trope it badly. And you'd be like, oh, heaps of people running away, and our hero is boring as fuck, and no one wants to watch or listen to anything they say or do because you've done your tropes at the beginning or at the end or whatever. I love Godzilla, and I love all Japanese TV monsters here, like Ultraman, the original Ultraman. You've got the old robots and monsters and stuff. But you don't need to fuck this up. As a movie creator, you don't need to fuck it up. Just fucking make it fun. Stop worrying about, like, whose gender the character is, or... don't get me wrong, I don't care. Like, put in a gender, put in no gender, put in, genderless characters. I don't care. Just make it a good story. But we don't need to put in that they've got a gender. You remember when stories were just about characters and development and about action and story and, good guy, bad guy. There was a 3-act script, and we didn't need to explain how misappropriated our genders are now. Like, that just ruins stories. You don't need to do that. If you want to put in someone's gay, put them in they're gay, but don't have to tell us they're gay. Just show it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about any of that stuff. I'm happy for their... Look, Ghostbusters, was it Afterlife? The girl in it, I swear to God, had ADHD or something. And I loved it. I loved that she was like hyper-focused on everything. I just loved everything about it. It was like the guy was... The young fellow... Like, he had the brawn, and he was able to jump in when it was necessary, but she had that, like, scientific hyper-focus. I fucking loved that so much. It was like That's sweet. And you weren't saying, oh, she's got ADHD. She's got a problem. She's got a disease. She's got a mental disorder. No one was like standing on a soapbox yelling it out to the world. It was just part of the story. And I just fucking loved that. I loved it so much. And you could picture, you're like, aha, she's freaking cool. She's going to figure this shit out. You don't need to do that anymore. Anyway, I'm getting hyper-focused on that myself. I think I've got a bit of... I'm not joking when I say I think I have ADHD because I something going on there. But yeah, stories need to be stories. And I think the thing with King Kong and Godzilla and all that stuff is that stop focusing on one person and explaining who that person is. Tell us a story. And I've always said it in every single fucking Doom vlog I've ever had. For fuck's sake, stop explaining everything. Stop explaining it. Stop telling me that men are bad and girls are good. Stop telling me that gender needs to be discussed in high depth before we get to any kind of action. Stop that. Stop it all. We don't need that. Make good characters. They explain themselves. Gay? Cool. Make them gay. Let that character be gay in the story. You don't need to explain it. Yeah, they're genderless? Cool. That's fine. Make them genderless. Don't explain it. Put it in the story. Let the character figure it out. All of that stuff's important. So, once again, back to King Kong. They didn't need to explain anything. What they need to do is tell a story. So, Peter Jackson put his story in place as is. He made some mistakes, I think, probably. He probably drew it out a little bit too long. He probably focused on too many things. I think this is the only Jack Black... I love Jack Black, by the way. But this is one of the only Jack Black more recent films where I liked him as a character. He wasn't like, oh, look, Jack Black wants to be in The Mandalorian. Let's put him in The Mandalorian. Hey, it's Jack Black in The Mandalorian. You know, you got like music stars and stuff wanting to be in The Mandalorian. Oh, yeah, they're in The Mandalorian. And they look and sound exactly as they are on stage. Make perfect storytelling. That's your focus. Don't make Jack Black Jack Black. Don't make Jack Black's Star Wars character Jack Black. Don't make Jack Black's whatever Jack Black. Just if you're going to have Jack Black, for fuck's sake, don't make him Jack Black. Get him to do the opposite of Jack Black. Make him dark. If you're going to get what's her face, get in. Don't make her sound the same. Make her darker or lighter or whatever. People need to stop focusing on who the people are, what they represent, what the politics of the story are, and start focusing on character building. When you have good character building, you have good story, and all I care about is good story. Give me good story, and I will fucking invest 100% in you. I don't want to hear about... I don't want to be preached at in a movie or a TV series. I don't want to be preached at. Even if I believe everything you believe in, I don't want to be preached at. I don't want to be taught how the world needs to be better. I don't want that. Give me a good story. Stories are dark. People are dark. Bad things happen. Have you seen the movie Seven? Have you seen the movie Seven? You couldn't make it now, but have you seen the movie Seven? Some fucked up shit happens in that movie. You can't change it. It happened. It made a good story. It was fucked up. It was wrong. It made us go, ew. It made us go, oh my God. But it provided a good story and it provided a catalyst. You don't need to, on every freaking TV series, stand up on a soapbox and tell us what his character believes in. I don't care about that. Show me what they believe in. Don't explain it to me. Don't set up 1/4 of the story to tell me what a character is. Show me in the story how they live. Show me in the story what they believe in. Show me in the story who they are. And the action and the story will develop on their own. That's a good story. That's good storytelling. Anyway, enough of the rant. So what I'm going to do next is we're going to move off of Let's Get Physical Media, and we are going to move on to, what are we going to move up? We got no mail. We mentioned we got no mail. We're getting close to 4 in the morning. I need to wind this up because it is getting very late. I don't know if Mark's around anymore. I should do a quick check. Let's do a hygiene check on the channel. Still 2 live viewers. I'm assuming Mr. Mark McBride is still about. What are you drinking now, Mr. Mark McBride? You still on North of Nowhere? Nowhere of North? I must admit, if I ever really, really want to choose a drink to get me through the night, I'll always choose Guinness. I'll always choose Guinness, just because it's just the perfect drink, as far as I'm concerned. Many of you will disagree. Some people don't like Guinness. I've had people try Guinness and say, not my thing. And I go, have another one? They're like, nah. It's like, come on, just try a second. You get the second one in, you'll be fine. You just need the second. Oh, it's early. That's right, Western Australia. So you'd be 3 hours behind or 2 hours behind? I think it's 3, isn't it? So you'd be 3:53, 2:53, 1:53. Oh, you'd be just after 12:30, man. Fucking hell. You're just getting younger and younger by the minute. Just blowing the froth off of a few of what? North of nowhere? Or are you down back to Guinnesses? Or are you back onto some more shandies? Or what? Quick line of cocaine. Oh, shit. I shouldn't have said that. That was a joke, but I shouldn't have said that. Sorry. That was a joke. I was just joking. YouTube. I was just joking. They will probably slam me for that. Look, King Kong was great. I think Peter Jackson was doing a homage. Just to end that conversation, I think Peter Jackson was doing a homage to King Kong. And we can say, well, why does it need it? Well, why does anything need to be done? People are remaking shit all the time that don't need to be made. But Peter Jackson actually had a love for it. Yep, he added stuff. Yep, he took away stuff. I think he did overall a pretty good job. I didn't think King Kong needed to be remade, but I think he did a good job of it. Moving on, what we will do next is, we've got no mail, so what do we normally talk about? Oh, toys. We'll talk about toys. Yeah, I'll just do a couple. And it's funny that you talk about King Kong. It's funny you talk about King Kong, because I was in an op shop, and I thought this was one of the early 2000s. No, mid 2005, 2010. But no, I was wrong. Let me just show you this. Hang on. No, we won't show you. We'll do the bumper. Because I'm drunk or getting drunk. I need to do the bumper, and the bumper is for Toy Talk.
Toy Talk.
Welcome to Toy Talk, where we talk about toys and toys talk about us. That's not how it really works, but let's just do it anyway. First thing I'm going to show you is this. I picked this up, and unfortunately, there's a problem. Do we have a problem here? Pauline Hanson? I don't like it. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I picked this up. It's a Jurassic Park lamp. But it's cool. Look. It's a Jurassic Park lamp with the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Kong. Yeah, didn't they make some dog toys called Kong? Mark, you probably own some. It's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Pauline Hanson, how would you describe it? I just don't like it. I don't like it. Pauline Pants Down? You remember that remake of Pauline Hanson? Pauline Pants Down? This is a lamp. Tyrannosaurus Rex lamp. I got it for, I think, $5. Ironically, it is legitimate, by the way. I don't know if you can see that. There, you should be able to see that. It's a legitimate lamp from the Jurassic Park franchise. Oh, Roddy does not want to focus. Fuck us, Roddy! But it's legitimate. It's got the stamping and everything. It's Jurassic World. Problem is, it doesn't work. I opened this sucker up here just a day ago, and it's all of the connections in here are covered in battery juice. Battery jizzed all over the inside of it. But I reckon I could probably take the batteries out, which are looking very contaminated, and see if I can clean them up. Worst case scenario, if I think this is truly well and gone, see the lava's meant to light up, I'm going to, if it's well and truly past its use by date and I cannot get it to work, I will just gut it on the inside of this little thing here. I'll gut it and I will put in some LEDs, and I'll put a USB connector on it and just connect it that way. But I thought it was really cool because it's a legitimate Jurassic World part and looks pretty cool. lava lamp, so to speak, even though I've got a real lava lamp right there doing its thing. $5 for batteries being corroded on the inside. That's the first thing I wanted to show you. The second thing is along the same lines, but I love this thing. This thing is monstrously huge. I paid $6 for it. I think I paid $6 for it. 6 buckaroo bonsais. I paid for this thing. But this is not an early thousands toy as I thought it was going to be. Not an early thousands toy. This is in fact a 2020 toy. So I don't know if this places it well and truly into the King Kong, I don't know, one of the movies, Kong Skull Island, maybe it might be. I love giant toys. As you can tell, down here I have some giant toys. The bigger the better. But I picked up this fella for $6. And just to show you how big it is, this is my hand. She's a big boy. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. He sits on my shoulder. He's a big boy. Put it in the blender. Okay, fair enough. Somebody doesn't like Jurassic Park. Don't like Jurassic World, whatever that's movie in Dominion and Jurassic Park. Is it Afterlife? I don't remember the last movie. There you go. You got a giant Kong. I think he's fucking cool, and I really wish I'd bought a bunch. I have a Kong toy from early 2000s, still on card, which is one of my pride and joys. But and it's worth a bit now. And I really wish, there's many toys I wished I'd collected fully, like Pirates of the Caribbean. Never did really collect them. You can see the screws on the back of the buck or body. Head tilts in a weird way. He's got his 3 scars, sorry, this side, on his chest. He's got the basics. His elbows do not move. His wrists do swivel. He's got a punching fist here, a grabbing hand here. How about 65? You seen 65? He's got his gorilla feet here. This stands really well. It's a really nicely well-designed piece. The plastic isn't too cheap feeling. His face is really nice. He's got like the scars and stuff. Have you seen 65, Mark? There you go. Roddy's pretty good at getting close. You just got to convince him. If you want a television series, there was a TV series about going back in time to set up a colony on Earth before it was Earth in the dinosaur times. I think that was called... Far out. I wish I could remember what that was called. It will come back to me in a minute. Mark, have you seen that? 65? Or I like to call it 65 million or 65 million years ago. Yeah, but Kong's great. I love this Kong. $6. Can't go wrong. There's the price underneath. In case nobody believes me. $6. $6. So he's going to go with my other big toys. Obviously, I've got I've got a few different Godzillas. I've got Pink Punk Godzilla. I've got Battle Damage Godzilla. These got for $3 each. That's another toy thing I wish I'd collected. Battle Damage with the blue nuclear kind of tail pieces. I just love toys. What can I say? Anyway, really happy with this guy for $6. There's some other toys I was going to talk about, but I'm just going to leave it there because I want to get to news because it's 4 o'clock in the morning and I've only got a couple of hours before I need to legitimately go to bed, you know, to make it real that I really did sleep at some point so I can take my kids to the shopping center tomorrow to browse. That's what they want to do. 65. Have you seen 65, Mark? Are you still with us, Mark? Yeah, I think you are still with us. No, there is 65. It's got Kylo Ren in it. I own the movie. I haven't watched it yet. I've got it. It's been on my list of to watch movies. What's his name from Kylo Ren from Star Wars, the new Star Wars, the fucking shit Star Wars. The fucking shit Star Wars. There's a way to anatomize a set of movies. 65 Million Years by Amicus is a whole different kind of movie than 65. 65 is a completely different style of movie. Do I think it's good or not? Don't know. I haven't seen it yet, but I think based on the way it's been set up, it could be kind of fun. Space traveler crash lands on a planet. Turns out to be Earth before dinosaurs arrive. He has to protect a passenger who's a young girl from essentially dinosaurs. He doesn't know where he's landed. He thinks he's crashed on a alien world. And suddenly these dinosaurs are there, and these animals, these lizards, trying to attack. Got bored? Yeah. Well, there you go. There's dinosaur movies. There's just not all of them are good. I think that if you give 65 a chance and you do it when you've got the energy to watch it, I think it should be okay. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait until I've got the energy for it, and I'm going to watch it because I know it's going to be long and drawn out. It's a suspense movie. We know what the point is. They give it all away in the trailers, which is a shit way to do it. I mean, The Matrix never did that. The Matrix never said, "Welcome to a world where humans are batteries, and one of them will escape and fight robots." No, they just said in their advertisements, "What is the Matrix? What is the Matrix? What is the Matrix?" And that made me want to go to the movies and find out what the fuck the Matrix was. Everybody gives away everything. All right, let's go on to news because I think that's all I've got left to me. I don't have anything else. Don't have mail. We've done Let's Get Physical. I've already asked you if you can hear me.
Can you all hear me?
Yeah, you can hear me. You know you can hear me. Let's go to news. Let's go to news before I run out of steam. Sweet Jesus, where's the news bump up? Welcome to the news. Yeah, Matrix is awesome. Matrix is fantastic. Let's go to the news. Hang on. No. No monkey news. No monkey news. Let's go to the news. We're going to get rid of that because I don't want that on my screen anymore, or that. See, now you're going to look at the cover for Mad Max 2 and you're going to be like, is that Mad Max 3 or is that Mad Max 2? I'm going to make you date yourself. Let's go to the news and we're going to look at our favorite company of all time that just doesn't fuck up, doesn't make terrible stories, doesn't destroy a complete franchise. Our favorite company that never ever does things for their own gender specific or identity crisis people, never does anything based on any kind of like political kind of bullshit. Our favorite company of all time that never mess with one of the best storylines of all time, and that would have to be, of course, Disney Plus, or Disney, as I should just call them, Disney. Let's go to where's my news story gone to? Please come back. There we go. No monkey news, but if you want to call Disney Plus or Disney monkeys, then go for it. This will be no monkey news. Let's go to the desktop screen for news. There we go. Look, I tried to find some different news articles on it because I know this story's been out for a little bit now, but I'm just going to go with IGN for now and maybe supplement it with something else. I hope this is true. I hope it's true that Kathleen Kennedy is leaving. I hope it's true. I've been hoping it's to be true for years and years and years. Now, I've seen Kathleen Kennedy's name up in Indiana Jones movies. I think even Temple of Doom, maybe even Raiders of the Lost Ark. I'd have to think back. She's been around for a long time, but she's actually she's the president. She's in charge of Disney, basically. Lucasfilm, this is the article. Lucasfilm president is president. Kathleen Kennedy responds to retirement reports, confirms Star Wars succession plan. Now, I read about this for a bit. I wasn't too sure where it was going or if it was true. The next quote is, "I'm not going to be here forever." Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy has responded to reports that she is set to retire later in 2025. Earlier this week, Puck News claimed the veteran film producer was looking to retire at the end of her contract this year. Additionally, Puck claimed Kennedy previously considered retiring in 2024, but decided to hold off on making a decision. While Variety reported that a source close to Kennedy called Puck's story pure speculation, the Hollywood Reporter confirmed the report. I'm not worried about that right now. There's some cool things there. Now, Kennedy has responded herself. According to Deadline, Kennedy is working with Disney boss Bob Iger on a succession plan 13 years into her job, with Star Wars Rebels creator and current Lucasfilm Chief Creative Officer Dave Filoni apparently in a strong position to take the role. He should. He's not perfect, but he should take the role. However, she insisted, the truth is, and I want to just say loud and clear, I am not retiring. She's said she's not retiring for years upon years upon years, been questioned. I will never retire from movies. We're not asking you to retire from movies. Just please, for the love of fucking God, retire from Star Wars. I will never retire from movies, she continued. I will die making movies. That is the first thing that's important to say. I am not retiring. You should retire, Kathleen Kennedy. You have made a duck's ass of pretty much the most important parts of Star Wars. You have stood up and obviously championed quite a lot of projects that turned out pretty good. But for the most part, I'm going to put a lot of that on Dave Filoni. I will never retire making movies. I will die making movies. This is the first thing that's important to say. I'm not retiring. Don't care. Just step away from Star Wars. Well, Kennedy confirmed that Lucasfilm has every intention of making an announcement months or a year down the road on an eventful succession. She is continuing to stay at Lucasfilm. That involves producing the upcoming Mandalorian movie and a Star Wars film from Deadpool and Wolverine director Sean Levy. It sounds like plans are very much in the works for Kennedy to step down from her current role as president of Lucasfilm, but that doesn't mean she is leaving the company behind or retiring from the movie business. Look at that smug freaking piece of shit. I'm not going to be here forever, she said. George Lucas asked me 13 years ago to step in. He did not know what he was going to get when you stepped in. He gave you, all of you at Disney, he gave you the map of how to make the next bunch of Star Wars stories before you went off on your own, and you threw them back in his face. I'm just saying this separately to this story because when he gave you the map of how to make the next 3 Star Wars movies, you denied him that. You threw them on the floor and you made your bunch of 3 pieces of shit that you made. You made 3 pieces of shit. First movie, arguably better than the other 2 by miles, but still a piece of shit. I'm going to be here forever, she said. George Lucas asked me 13 years ago to step in, and now I'm looking at who's going to replace me. And as I said, we have a bunch of people internally to handle the business, the creative side. The job has grown also since I stepped in. There was no streaming. There weren't a lot of things that we're involved in right now that is going on, so it has grown. Kennedy also denied she was being pushed aside or in need of being replaced. People will, let me just FYI you on that. People will always deny being pushed aside. People will always deny they are being retired. People will always deny that they are being fired. People will always deny that they are looking to move on. That's what they do. This is part of the industry. Industry will always deny every single thing until it happens. So do not take anything she's saying with a grain of salt. Take it with a grain of salt. Do not take everything she's saying as truth because she's in a position where she has to seem strong. Or being replaced, insisting there was absolutely not the case and could not be further from the truth. Her tenure includes overseeing a new sequel trilogy that comprises Star Wars Episodes 7 and 9, as well as the start of Star Wars streaming era that includes The Mandalorian, The Book of Boba Fett, Andor, Ahsoka, Skeleton Crew, and The Acolytes. Arguably half of those are shit. While some films like Star Wars The Force Awakens were blockbuster hits, for a bit, I'm going to say for a bit, ended shit. How do you make a star killer base suck away every single sun in the accompanying galaxies without destroying whole galaxies in the process? Ridiculous. While some films like Star Wars The Force Awakens were blockbuster hits, other projects have proven divisive. And some, such as Solo, A Star Wars Story, lost money. I actually like Star Wars Solo, A Star Wars Story. Not great, but pretty good. Deadline asked Kennedy point blank whether she will step down as Lucasfilm's boss this year, and she replied to say she didn't know at this stage. That was not a no. Just to let you know that was not a no, because she knows that that's not the truth. But confirmed it would be 100% my decision. Or it is 100% your decision. Kennedy wouldn't say whether Filoni was in line for the top job. Now, there was another article I was going to read, but it got very personal. I didn't think I really wanted to read someone's opinion, which was this one. News reports say Dave Filoni is about to run all of Star Wars. Good article, up to about halfway when they started having personal opinions. I'm not interested in personal opinions, just facts. Like this, Kathleen Kennedy is often painted as a villain for greenlighting Star Wars projects fans have not liked in the Disney era, though few may realize that she was also the one pushing for a show like Andor. That's an opinion. These are all opinions. So I discarded this one. I had some good information at the beginning, but I'm not going to read it. And also saying that, if Filoni takes over, where was it? It says, my main concern with Filoni would be him continuing to try to make the Clone Wars, Rebels era and characters a main focus of Star Wars going forward. The series badly needs to escape the Skywalker era. That's a Kathleen Kennedy opinion. Kathleen Kennedy does not want to focus on old. She wants to move forward and make new, gentrified and genitalially modified people. She wants them to match whatever fucking political bullshit is happening right now. Star Wars is not about politics. Star Wars is about story. So I'm not going to read these stupid opinions here, which just seems to take her side in all of this. Star Wars was never about who was male, who was female, whether the Force was male or female, which is ridiculous, or whether men are stronger than females or females are stronger than men. It was never about that. Kathleen Kennedy made it about that, so I'm not going to actually go along with any of that. The point being is that at some point in time, Kathleen Kennedy is going to leave. We don't know if it's going to be in a month or a year. I'm going to guess that she is on her way out, and she's trying to find the best way to do that. And Dave Filoni will definitely be, as Disney's chief creative officer, will be the best person to step in. Has he made mistakes? Certainly, he's made mistakes. Has Kathleen Kennedy made mistakes? She has made more mistakes than any human in history with Star Wars, and there's no comparison to Dave Filoni. So those people out there that are whining and whinging about whether Dave Filoni is turning into Kathleen Kennedy or Dave Filoni is pandering to those above, his job is to pander to those above. So his decisions might have a lot of weight, but he does not make the final call. So if he became the president of Star Wars or Lucasfilm, then he would have a lot more say, and hence he would be able to put more of his stories on and out there for the Star Wars fans to see, and not have to pander to Kathleen Kennedy. So I think that's nothing but a good thing. And I like his Rebels. Sorry, let me just change back to Roddy Cam. I like his Star Wars Rebels era. So, we'll suck on that. All right, well, that was the news. I'm really not going to go any further than this. 4:15, 4 in the morning. I like to throw down a few chips to stabilize my alcoholic stomach and go to the toilet and finish up. So I am going to wind up here. I'm not too sure who's left, because I've drank so much beer and busting up the toilet as well. I'm going to leave it here, guys. I love you. I'm going to leave you. Thank you so much for being here. Mark and Sonny, both, thank you so much for dropping by. If you haven't watched tonight, please be replay crew. Jump in, have a watch. Been a bit of fun. We've really chatted a lot about movies tonight. We've had a big, long chat about movies. We've discussed a few toys, which is a good thing. We've had a bit of a chat about news, which is always a good thing. Getting rid of Kathleen Kennedy, a absolutely amazing thing to do. I would love to do more of that. Please get rid of her more often. Let's have if she gets kicked out, let's have an anniversary of her kick out every year. Let's celebrate it, because I want her gone. I want her out of Lucasfilm. I want her out of Star Wars. I want Bob Iger to fucking stop being a dickhead. Bob Iger, you're going to get my dickhead award. Bob Iger and Kathleen Kennedy, you're going to co-share my dickhead award. Where is my dickhead award? Seriously, I had it right here. It was right here. Come on. Yeah, no. I don't want to look for it. Don't make me look for it. Really? I had it. Did I get rid of it? Why would I get rid of a dickhead award? That's crazy. Oh, there you go. I want you to, this is Kathleen Kennedy and Bob Iger, who have no fucking clue about how to respectfully use someone else's IP. You get the Dickhead Award.
Dickhead Award!
You get the Dickhead Award. All right. So I'm just I'm just laying it out there. But bring on the Star Wars. Bring on the Star Wars. Just don't make it about Rey. Don't make it about post-Star Wars. Stop trying to, whitewash all of George Lucas's stuff and, just wipe it off the planet and change all of history and change all of the lore because you don't want to know about it anymore, because you don't want to go in that direction, because you don't want George Lucas in anything anymore. You don't want to hint any of his ideas. You don't like Luke Skywalker. You don't like Han Solo. You don't like Leia. The Wookiee can stay because he's cute. The Ewoks can stay because they're cute, but kill everybody else off because fuck them. No, I don't want that. That's not the universe I want to live in. All right, so you guys get the Dickhead Award. Put somebody in that was a protege of George Lucas, i.e. Dave Filoni, and give him control so he can actually make good stories. But aside from that, I'd like to say thank you very much for being with me today and to sticking with me till very late in the morning. Don't forget to subscribe if you do like what I do. Small channels like myself rely on small things from you. They make a huge difference, such as subscribing, liking, commenting. You can even give it a thumbs down. That is completely fine by me if you want to give it a thumbs down because it's all interaction. We just talk about movies. We have a drink. We get a bit tippy. We have opinions. You don't have to agree with mine. I'm respectful of yours. If you've got an opinion, I'm not going to necessarily agree with it, but I will be respectful towards you because I can't make you like what I like, and you can't make me like what you like. That is just the weights and balances of society. But I would love to still have your opinion here. All right. At the end of the day, let's talk about it. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to change your mind. You're not going to change my mind. Well, maybe you will. Who knows? Who knows? It's happened before. But thank you so much. Please subscribe, like, comment, share, thumbs up, thumbs down. All of it makes a huge difference to me. Believe it or not, one comment. You can write "yeah." You can write a sentence. It all makes a huge difference. Please go ahead and do that. In the meantime, thank you guys. We've gone to... Tiofeda Ayla. What does that mean? It means something deep and meaningful to you, Mark. Please tell me. In the meantime, though, please be a part of the community. Jump on Instagram, jump on Twitter X, jump on Facebook, jump on wherever the fuck you want to jump on. Have a beer, have a chat to people, talk about what you love, share what you love. People give you hate, forget about the haters. Fuck the haters. Fuck the haters. Just be you. Love what you love. And do what you do. And if you want someone to get you back, I got your back, man. Don't have to necessarily agree with you. When it comes to physical media, I got your back. BZ here in the Neon Doom Room. I'm going to love you and leave you. Don't forget to creep on your creatures and tickle your tandoories. Chucky Allah. You're saying a lot of things in Irish. You're not explaining it. Don't forget to pat your mum and say goodnight to your dog for me. And I'll see you on the next episode of the Doom Vlog. Thank you, Mark, for being here. Good on you, man. I love you. I love you for being in WA time and not having to stay up till 3 in the morning with me, 4 in the morning. And we'll see you when you get back. Maybe just message me when you get back. I'd love to have a beer with you, and I appreciate you calling me to have a beer last time. So have a good one, guys. Love you. Leave you. BZ in the Neon Doom Room. Say goodnight. Thank you so much. Stop talking. Running out of words. Sentence got to end sometimes. Waiting for the full stop. Good night. And by the way, just so you know, that was Godzilla 2000. Oh, I bet you thought you could have guessed that. You could have guessed Godzilla 2000. Because when Mark said, is it that Godzilla movie from 2000? And I was like, no, but yes. All right, guys. Love you. Have a good one. BZ here. Replay crew. Love you too. You're fantastic. Have a great one. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.